Hey everybody, and welcome to the GV stream on March 13th, 2026. Been pretty busy lately, but wanted to squeeze in a stream here because we are super duper close to the end of Bloodborne. We've only got 4 total bosses left, and we basically have access to all of them literally right now. Don't even have to do any areas or anything like that, so definitely want to finish that up. Also missing more Pocopia, but it just... when I go live is really going to depend on when I can, basically. So yeah, like I said, typically in the mornings at 9 a.m. Mountain Time or in the evenings at 2 to 3 p.m. Mountain Time. If you would like to see if I am live during that time. What's up, Kate? What's up, lurkers? Okay, so, yeah, it looks like we were grinding... why do I have no blood echoes whatsoever? What? Because, like, if I was here, I would have been grinding these... and did I just not do it? Wait, what? Did I die? I'm confused. Okay, that's satisfying. Hi-ya! I must have died, but, like, why would I die and then not reload and then try to kill the guys? That's kind of weird. What's up, Gamer Life? Welcome in. Hopefully my YouTube and Twitch chat is working. Let's double check that. Looks like it. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Where do we end this? I'm wondering if one of these pigs has my blood echoes. Because, like, I should have blood echoes. I shouldn't have 0. That's kind of weird. He doesn't have it, though. Ooh! Ooh! Bye-bye. How would I have 0 blood echoes? I'm so confused. They're a little scary. Scary bacon. Instead of epic bacon, it's scary bacon. What's up, RPazzo? Welcome in. Where am I? Why would I not have blood echoes? That's so confusing to me. How would we have spent the exact amount to not have any? I must have died there, and then I just didn't pick up my blood echoes. Huh. Yeah, because we were literally grinding Lawrence at the very end. I remember that. Like, we were... This better have saved my progress, because now that I'm thinking about it, we were literally fighting Lawrence. And I was like, oh wow, he seems a lot easier than I would have thought. And then I thought we ended the stream right then and there. Maybe I came back, but it's like, why would I have died once and then die again and not picked up my blood echoes? I don't know. That's really weird to me. I would have to go back and check the end of the last Bloodborne stream we did. But oh well. As long as it saved my progress, it's not really a big deal whatsoever. Okay, so we'll need some bullets. Do I have any stuff down here? Da, 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 da. No, because I hit continue. I mean, yeah, this is our character, because I don't typically dress like this. So this is the correct character. And I hit continue. I'm just hoping if we go back... I just have to, like, no memory of grinding. What the hell? I don't know, but it's no big deal. Okay, let's go over here. Let us buy... We need some Quicksilver bullets. 95 is quite a lot. Probably go for, like, maybe 50? Let's do 50 Quicksilver bullets. Let's do 25 blood vials. Since leveling up is at this point in time. Alright, so for anybody just joining and not knowing what's been going on with this playthrough, we're getting super close. We have 4 bosses left, 2 in the DLC and 2 in the base game. The 2 in the base game are literally accessible right now, literally right over there, right over that horizon. But that ends the game. So you basically have to do everything you want to do before you end the game, or the game will end. So, outside of that, there's only one optional boss in the DLC. I'm trying to think what's closer. And then there is the final boss of the DLC, which is probably, honestly, the hardest boss in the entire game. It can kind of shift depending on what you're good and bad at in the game. So yeah, we have to basically practice the first guy, the optional boss, and then practice the final boss. And then after that, the final 2 base game bosses are much easier. Totally doable, but I'm still pretty messy with them. The problem is we're going to launch into the... So I'm going to have to intentionally die after we beat the first guy. Yeah. Okay. So who we are on is Lawrence, who's an optional DLC boss. You hear about him a lot in the base game, which I did look up all the lore. I think I have a good understanding now. So I think I have a good, at least a better understanding of the lore of Bloodborne. I know a bit about what's going on. Goodbye. The baby took the remote and turned on the stream. He's learning, LOL. I love how you refer to him as the baby. The toddler. The baby. The baby! Okay, wait. Maybe this is our... Oh, so I just left these in here. Okay, I see what I did. Alright, Mr. Lawrence, how's it going? Gonna shoot you in the head. Why is he not? He's not... There we go. So when that happens... Free visceral. And then R1. R1. Immediately attacks. Back up a little bit. Switch over to this. Bait out some attacks, I think, with this guy is what we're doing. Big slam, and then big eruption. Run in R1. Did that even hit? Okay. So that's him healing his limbs. Yeah, it's just so hard because he's so aggressive. He's just an aggressive boy. 1, 2, and then big slam. Oh, that's the punish. Oh, that's the punish right there. That's the power of punish. Okay, just keep your distance. Big old slam. Thank you, camera. Camera, the biggest hater as usual. Wait for the slam. And then run in, R2. Bam. Roll that. Roll that. Oof. God, that damage is so massive. The damage is just insane on this guy. Like, it really shouldn't be that much for just a quick swipe. Ba ba bee ba boo, ya ba bee ba boo, bra ba. Yo, appreciate it, Kate. My spawn. Yo, what's up, Spirit? Welcome in. Yeah, da 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 da. Yeah, he's really just not as bad as I would have thought, honestly. Maybe we go with the mace for this one because he's very difficult to get a hit in. He's so aggressive, constantly attacking and moving. Ba ba bo ba boo, ba da do da do. I love how he has the same music as the Cleric Beast because he is a Cleric Beast. Ba ba bo ba boo boo ya ba doo da. You really just had to get that little hit in, didn't you? So I don't fight him with a perfect amount of HP. Ya little punk. Ya little punk. Whoop. Ya ba. You guys are gonna get killed by that guy. I would look at that. What did I just say, dude? Whoop. Ya ba bo. No, thank you. Bye. Okay, so shoot his head for free viscerals. I should practice that a little bit and then keep your distance. Wait, that double-handed slam is like definitely the punish move. Ba 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 ba. Ya ba 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 ba. So that right there, right here, we can get a free shot on his head. And then we can get one too, like that. And I think you have to keep it up, so we should do that there. Big explosion, wait for his head to come back down. Probably one more. Yeah, there it is. Get a free hit, boom, and then go for the visceral. Rush in there, get one more hit maybe. Yep. Ooh. God, his damage is just so insane. That's like actually crazy how much damage he does. Okay, wait for the explosion. Rush in, R2. Oh, that's the grab. Oh my god. So funny, the grabs that are like the slowest are always the scariest. You just get so much in your head. Okay, now he's healing himself, so he should be able to... Oh, that right there, that's the punish. So when he heals himself... I'm gonna try shooting him again, because I think he heals his head. And then we should be able to shoot him in the head again for another free visceral. How the hell did that hit me? I'm like 15 miles away, dude. Right, hold on, Lawrence. Hold on, Lawrence. Wait a second, my boy. You're such a big boy. Oh, you're so big and so very strong, Lawrence. It's a shame all those things you had to do to go against the church at Bergenworth or whatever the hell. Whatever the lore was. Alright, so I'm trying to see if we can trigger the visceral again. It's really weird, because he's supposed to heal himself, but he's not getting visceraled. Yeah, he's not doing it. Because we're definitely hitting his head. So I guess just one visceral and then it goes on a timer? I don't really know. It's hard to tell. Ooh. God, he just won't stop. Look at that. That'd be a perfect time to go in. As usual, the camera is just your biggest hater here. Always messing up. Whoop. Whoop. Don't even know what's happening. Have no clue. Ba 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 boo ba yo zo ba do ba ho ya ba boo ba do ya ba da dee da do ya ba boo ba. Oh, the grab. Oh, so that's a punish. Yep, that's a punish. Okay, jumps back. What else you got, big boy? Swipe, swipe, swipe. Swipe. Big ol' swipe. Slam, and then wait for it for the explosion. Rush in now. R2. Bam. Immediate attack back. He's gonna attack again. But he always manages to clip me. Now again, that's him healing his limbs, but like... doesn't seem like we can visceral him in the head again. What the hell? Whoa! That was a weird attack. Whoa, hold on, boy, hold on now, hold on, boy. Okay, jump slam, Can punish that. Yeah. Jesus. You just can't. Once he's like on you, he just won't stop attacking. The reason he's tough is just because you don't really have any time to go in. He just won't stop. Like even like in the dodge rolls are so. It's so hard to like not get hit. And if he does that lunge, God. Like this is a fight where it's genuinely difficult to come up with a strategy, just because he gives you such little time to kind of riposte him. Bum, 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 bum. You piece of shit. Like, his animation will end, he'll still hit you. Okay, right here, that's what you want to see. Even though he still hit me, which is crazy. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, I guess, honestly, just being aggressive towards him is better. It's really hard to, like, get chip hits in. Okay, so second phase, just slams around a bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fucking camera. It's like you're really fighting two bosses at once. Okay, so he crawls over, swipe, and then you can hit him once there. Swipes right here. Run forward, hit him once. Yep. Back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he does 6, then he kind of stops at the end. Big old swipe. I mean, honestly, this phase is way easier. Screams, shoots out liquid hot magma. Just want to make sure you don't get clipped here. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes he does 3, sometimes he does 6. That's the spit, right? So when he spits, we can probably get close to him here. Whack him in the head. Okay, swipe, whack him in the head. I feel like he has a jump too, doesn't he? Swipe, whack him in the head. Oh. Doesn't he have like a jump? Okay, when he starts spitting, get in there. Big slam. Doesn't follow it up. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3. So if you're too far, only do 3. Ooh. Okay, magma again. If he does magma, close the gap. Immediately start punishing him. That's a big swipe, right? Punish him here. Yep. Spits magma. Dodge to the side. Try to get a hit in. Ooh. 1, 2, 3. Still only did 3. Big old swipe. Hit him once. Swipe. He does something weird. I know he does, but he's not doing it. Okay, that's magma, so go to the left. Try to close the gap. Too slow, though. 2, 3. 1. Okay, big swipe. Ha-ya! 1. Okay, swipe. Swipes with both hands. That's spitting magma. Which goes pretty far, too. Ya babu babu. 3. Why is he only doing it 3 times now? And slowly crawls. Alright, so, I mean, yeah, second phase, no big deal. It's really only the first phase. Really only that first phase. Babu babu ya babu babi ri babu babu yi baba bi babu ya babi babu. So I wonder, how do we get past that first phase? I mean, if we just get good at dodging, I guess we could just be aggressive, because, yeah, trying to kind of stay away from him. I guess stay away from him until we trigger the visceral. That gives us a bunch of free damage, but then I just have to practice. Whoop. I have to practice staying near him and dodging his attacks. Because, like, trying to stay away from him just is too slow. It's not really worth it, because he'll eventually clip you anyways. Tale of two halves. Oh my god. Take that nasty boy. Whoop. Ba ba be ba ba he ba ba da ba he ha ha. Ya ba be ba boo. Zoo ba he ba do. Fools. So focused on the enemy in front of you, you don't even see the enemy behind you. Okay, buddy, can you please get out of here? Thank you. Goodbye. Gets easier to deal with in Phase 2. Well, what's funny is this boss, I thought he was harder to deal with in Phase 2, but at least now, like, he definitely seems more doable. But I thought he was known for being harder for second phase. I think it's just so weird people aren't used to it. Alright, let's try this again, Mr. Lawrence. Alright, so when he does this, free shot to his head, wait for it to end, free shot to his head again. He's gonna do it again, free shot to his head, probably one more. Wait for his head to come back down, free shot to his head, probably one more here. Free shot to his head. How is he not? It's just so random, like, how long that takes. Sometimes it's, like, 5, sometimes it's 4. Alright, now I'm going to try to stay close to him. Okay, that's the big ol' explosion. So rush in here, R2. Swipe and fall. Okay, now he wants to heal his limbs. 360 swipe. There's his heal. Jesus Christ. You just get caught by it once and it's done. You get caught by it one time. You just get hit by the triple. This guy, see, like, that's why I knew he was going to be difficult, and I knew Lady Maria was going to be difficult just because they have so many different attacks. It's not difficult to beat them, it's difficult to, like, guide them, whereas the next boss, I know he's going to be way easier, even though on a base level, he's considered harder. But, like, to get them down, like, Lawrence is just so hard, he's so fast and aggressive, whereas the next final boss basically just, I don't know, he opens himself up to a lot of stuff. So I'm trying to think of a consistent, like, strategy here to deal with Lawrence, to guide him. The viscerals work. Maybe we do just do hit and run attacks, honestly, because he's just so aggressive. Need you to move now. Please move, sir, right there. I need to get past you. Oh my god, leave me alone. Alright, sir, over this way, please. Alright, just gonna pass you. No, thanks. I've already killed you. And to be frank, you're a pain in the ass to deal with. Okay, goodbye. Alright, let's try hitting and running again here. Okay, so lock onto his head. 1 shot. Wait for that to go up. 2 shot. See if he does it again. 3 shot. Wait for it to go up. 4 shot. Do it again. 5 shot. Do it again. 6 shot. 7 shot. 8 shot. 9 shot. Yeah, I don't... Sometimes it just doesn't trigger. It's so bizarre. Okay, there we go. Very weird. Get a free hit. Do the riposte. Free hit before we back up too, I think. Yeah. Back up. Woo! Not even worth the free hit, really. Alright, transform. Okay, now we just bait out attacks. 1, 2, 3. The hell? Oh my god, I forgot I had that alert. What the hell is that? Bow, bow, bow. Maximilianitics? Thanks so much for the tier 3. I don't know if you're in the chat or not. You could be watching a YouTube video. That's what's weird about... God damn, get away from me! God, it touches you once and your whole health is gone. I don't know if you're in the chat or if you're watching a YouTube video. That's what's weird about streaming on YouTube, is like you could be just watching a video somewhere. But wherever you are, Jesus Christ, this boss. It's so hard to just not get like sucked into his vortex. Wherever you are, thank you so much for the tier 3 membership. Holy moly, you don't see those every day. You don't see those every day, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. But yeah, if you are in the chat, thanks so much. Okay, hold on. You seriously just can't do anything with this guy. It's like, even when you time the dashes, the fire after effect still interrupts you. It's just so, like... very difficult. He just, like, doesn't stop. I mean, the game doesn't really give you any time to go in at all. Oh, Lawrence, what am I going to do with you, man? Woo! You don't see that one every day either. That's the grab. So this you can punish. That right there is the big punish. That's what you want to see. Yeah, then you can stagger them too. Swipe, swipe, swipe. Maybe punish here. Nope. Swipe, swipe, swipe. Bow, 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 wow, wow. I mean, the camera just goes so insane, it's like you can't even really stay close to him either. Because the camera just goes so nuts all the time. Okay, heals himself. Jesus Christ! Yeah, I need him to do the over-the-head, like, thing, or he just doesn't want to do the stuff that I can actually hurt him with. Yeah, that right there. That's what we want to... Oh, my God, this area of effect bullshit, too. Even when he does it, it's just like he's got such a massive AoE. Okay, the grab we can punish. Ba, 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 ba. Do, do, do. Ba, ba. Ba ba ya ba be. Okay, wait for this. This we can punish too, but he rarely does it. Once you get into the fight. That stupid after effect. God. It's really the only thing that makes this bad. Hi-ya! Ba 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 ba. I wonder if he heals himself. Can we like visceral him? Well, it doesn't even matter. Because it's just exploding all the time. Oh, you piece of shit. Magma we like to see. Magma's fine. Just like once he hits you once, he's got a hit, and then everything has fire after it. That's the only reason why this is such a massive pain. Because he hits you once, and now everything that you're trying to avoid, he like does the hit, but then it's like a fire after effect. That's what's so annoying about this. Like, Maria has it too, but if you just dodge her main attacks, you're not going to really get hit by it. This guy, it's like even if you dodge his hit, you're going to get hit by the fire. It's so annoying. Like, that's what makes this, like, not hard to kill him. Like, I could just kill him if I want, but it's, like, hard to guide it. It's, like, it's just so... ugh. So all over the place. Bam! I forgot I added that alert. Yo, what's up? Maximilian. thought I'd show my appreciation. Well, that's a hell of a way to do it. I don't even know if that alert has ever even triggered on a stream or not. I would love to replay it, but this software just doesn't do it, even though there's literally a replay option. I must have added that when we were heavy into the Red Dead Redemption 2. Thanks so much for the Tier 3. There are some perks specific to Tier 3, so check your membership if you want to use them. Most people don't. I think most people just want to show the support, but just saying, it is there. And thank you, thank you. What's up, King? Welcome in. Yo, what's up, Just OT Baggins? Baggins! How am I going to guide this guy, man? This guy's such a pain. Because you have two options. You could just be aggressive, which is typically the right answer for Bloodborne. You just want to be aggressive. You can get in there, but the problem is with the camera, he's a much worse Vicar Amelia. Like, it's the same sort of boss, same area. But with Vicar Amelia, she's way less aggressive. So it's like, even with the camera going crazy, even with her little attacks, it's not that big of a deal because you can kind of just bully her and break her limbs. Lawrence is a million times worse because Lawrence, the camera just goes ballistic because he's just constantly moving and attacking. So if you try to get in there, if you try to be aggressive, due to his size, the camera's just going... And then God help you if you're up against a wall. So that's what makes it bad. And then he's just so aggressive, he doesn't stop attacking. So it's like with the camera and with you near him, you know, I'm sure there's a universe where I could just watch his animations and, okay, blah, 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 and time it, but it's very difficult because all you're seeing is a big, furry, fiery mass. So the other option would be to just play the long game, get hits in when we can. But it's a little more boring. It's just like, I don't really... It's so inconsistent otherwise. And then in the second phase, not a big deal. You just kind of, you know, stay away from him, go in when he does, like, the magma attack and whatever. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll practice one more hit and run. We'll see if it looks consistent. The other option is switching just to the mace and trying to, like, break his limbs, but I just don't like being up close to him. He just does not stop attacking. And that's what makes it bad, you know? Bow, 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 Shire! Bagging! Don't touch me. It's unfortunate that Gollum's magic card isn't that good, I'm assuming, because I never see him played. I would love to do a Gollum commander, but I just feel like I never see that card. He was in like one deck I used once, I think. Okay, cool. Just block me so I can. All right, thanks so much. Appreciate that. That's so cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yo, holy shit. Josh-TG9UV. Thank you for the $20 donation as well. Thank y'all. We're just doing a chill little Bloodborne stream. Y'all didn't have to do a thing like that. Thanks so much, Maximilian and Josh, for the lovely support. Very much appreciated. Whoop. Alright, so 1, and then explosion, run in, R1, back up immediately, because he just will go ham. Swipe, 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 swipe. Can't really do anything about all that. Okay, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Run in, R1, immediately back up. Probably don't even want to go for R2s just because, again, he's so aggressive. Okay, swipe, swipe, swipe. He does 4 swipes. Swan. Yeah, we don't want to see the swipe. Oh, that was weird. Slam, slam, slam. Yeah, see, man, I don't like this boss, mainly because, Jesus Christ, the hell is even going on tonight? Great song for Bloodborne. Honestly, could fit right into Bloodborne. Thank you guys very much. I know Tweener Legs subbed at the tier 2 before, so I don't know if you're in the chat either, but if you are, thank you, thank you. Thank you all very much for the support. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Tweener Legs. Such an interesting name. I would love to know the genesis. Okay, big slam, no follow-up. Swipe, 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 swipe. Do a move that I can punish. God, this fight. I don't know if we're just screwed because we have the pizza cutter. Like, this just feels so... Like, any of the other bosses were way more doable than Lawrence here. He just will not do a thing that I can punish. Do a thing that I can punish! I can't do these, mister, because you just... It'd be one thing if you stopped after that, but you just keep going. Swipe. 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 Alright, I'm gonna try here, but he... God. This is one thing that really annoys me, too, is like, you have a hyper-aggressive boss. Okay, fine, whatever. That's fine. Have a hyper-aggressive boss. But then, they give those bosses the thing where they, like, jump back after they're done with their combo. So it's like, you have to wait out the combo, and then on top of that, now you can't even hit them because they jump backwards. Elden Ring does that so often. And I get the design philosophy there, but also it's annoying as shit just because, like, you feel like you can never do anything. Okay, right there. That's what we want to see, but he never does it. There we go. Piece of shit. All right, now that's the grab. Yeah, so charged R2 here. Fortunately, just out of range. So that's the slam. Yep, so that's what we want to... I'm going to lose my mind! The fire aftershock. Oh, my God. Yeah, this guy is such a pain. I knew he was going to be annoying, but... It's way more annoying than I would have thought. Oh my god, just 70% of your HP gone if that attack lands. Whoa, Mr. Lawrence. And he's still just going. Okay. So that's the grab. You can punish the grab, but I was way too far. Okay. Swipe. Piece of shit! Just can't get away from him. Probably go in there, yeah. Right here. Yep. So that, we want to close the distance if we can. Jesus. He's just so dangerous. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, wait for it. Run in here. R2. Bam. That's the grab. We get behind him. 1, 2. Nice. Okay, that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4. God, he's still... It's like, maybe I could go in down. Nope, still going. 5 attacks. 1. God, he never does that either. Whoop! Holy shit, dude. Most of them, it's like I can see, okay, here's the strategy. We either go super aggressive, or we go like kind of defensive, or we do this or that or whatever. Most of the bosses, I can see that. This boss is not like that. This boss, like, what would even be his weakness? And the only thing I could think of is having a faster weapon like the saw cleaver, the base game weapon, and just literally not, you know, like getting in there and just going crazy. Like, that's the only thing. Because outside of that, there's just no downtime. That's really the problem here. Jeez Louise. Well, thanks again, Maximilian Otix. Maximilianitix. For the tier 3 sub. Thank you, Josh, for the $20 super chat. And thank you, Tweener Legs, for the tier 2 sub as well. Like I said, if y'all are members on YouTube, check out the membership page. It'll tell you what you little bonuses you get, you know? Nah, don't worry about that. It's an old COD name. Oh, okay. Yeah. Surprised it's a COD name. It seems like something more modern. Yeah, as I said, don't ever worry about like what you guys can and cannot do. Everything's appreciated, obviously, but never expected. So thank y'all. Oh man, I'm gonna literally just look up like Lawrence tips, see if there's anything I'm missing here. Something ideally not from like 8 years ago, hopefully. Do, 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 do. Roll behind him and attack him once or twice before getting out. His attacks are mostly frontal, so you're kind of safe when behind him. However, he will turn and does have really horrible, terrible 270-degree swipes. I mean, that's the thing, is like you can get behind him, but he's just going to keep hitting you. Sufficient damage to his arms will break them and cause him to stagger. Yeah, locking on, definitely stand a safe distance away. Go for a hit at the end of one of the combos and then back out if you can't deal enough damage to constantly stagger him. I mean, snipe him with the bow blade. Difficulty is massively boosted, New Games Plus. Just give up. That guy was the cause of Bloodborne. Yeah, like, how do people consistently beat this guy? I mean, every time I beat him, it's just been, like, the Abritus way, which is part of the reason I wanted to guide this game, because, like, you know, the other times I've beaten this game, there's certain bosses where I know I can just get through by damage alone, and that doesn't really feel that satisfying. Like, I want to, like, learn and get good at the bosses. So this guy is like Abritus. Like, Abritus, this playthrough, I, like, kind of learned. Like, oh, okay, so this is how you do it, blah, 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 blah. Made it a lot cleaner. But Lawrence has been the only one so far, I would say, that, like, I just don't see at least a way to make it consistent. Like, clean, sure, but, like, to make it consistent. You definitely want to do the visceral, but you really only have, like, one time, and then it kind of resets, I feel like. Ba, 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 ba. Or doesn't reset. You can't really do it again. Oh, my God! Come over here, please. Right over here. Whoop! I'll take this. Thank you. Yo, what's up, Phantom? Welcome in, welcome in. No problem. My pleasure. My pleasure. All right, one more practice session. I just want to get it, like, consistent, ideally. So maybe we just go for his arms here. It's a big slam. Wait for it. Maybe we go for his right arm. Or his left arm. It's too hard to hit, though. The boy won't stop moving. All right, let's try only going for his arm right there this time. Bait out attacks and just go for his big arm. Slam. So right there I should go in because he doesn't follow that up. Do something. I know as soon as I do it, you're going to do it. So do something. All right, right here, right here, right here. So get in, but wait for the aftershock. Hit his arm. Good. Okay, back up. Swipe. So right there, maybe. Oh, my God! Just like anything you try to do, it's just too big of a commitment. Swipe. It's so hard to tell if he's going to follow that up with an explosion or not. Swipe. 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 Bam. 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 Nothing in this entire playthrough has felt like you have such little options as this guy. Because you're like on a timer too. Because if the fight goes too long, and if he pushes up on you too much, now you're up against a wall, and like that makes it a million times harder because you don't have. Then you have to dodge. Giving him a space is the way to like make it happen. But holy shit, I don't know. And you can't parry. You can't even parry him, right? Like I didn't think about that, but I don't think so. These types of bosses you typically can't parry. I would imagine not. Because I mean that'd be helpful. Yeah, maybe I'll look up if he's parryable. That would kind of change things. But I really don't think he is. Otherwise, I would have seen that. Alrighty, let's try it again. Ba ba boo ba boo, la ba boo ba boo, la ba boo ba boo, he ba ba boo ba boo. Dwemer, oh yeah, the Dwemer puzzle box. So funny that they put a super early quest for something that like you literally would never even find unless you're looking for every like square inch of that place. But I kind of like that about Morrowind. I like that Morrowind's like the opposite. the opposite of the quest marker game, you know? All right, come on. So big slam. Wait for the big slam. Bam. Rush in R2 on his arm. Bam. Just like that. Good. Okay, now get close, but don't get... Okay, so that's the grab, so we wait for it. R2. Bam. Oh, and we already broke his arm. Look at that. Okay, that's huge. Okay, so we kind of stay close so we don't get pushed to the wall here. Swipes, we can't do much against. Swipes suck to see, but it is what it is. Okay, big hand slam. Wait for it. Bam. Rush in. R2. Ugh. It's like even when you have a chance. Okay, swipe. That's the grab. So wait for it. Run in. R2. Bam. All right, this is the way to do it, I think. Heals himself. Run in. R2. Bam. Get the hell away from him, because if you stay too close to him, you will die 1,000%. Okay. Big hand slam. Wait for it. See, it's so hard to tell if he's going to do the explosion or not. Okay. That's the explosion. Wait for it. Time it correctly. R2. Bam. Pretty good, but we didn't hit his hand. Okay, grab, run in, R1. Bam. Slam. 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 Okay, bait out another attack. Slam down. Slam. This is what we want to see right here, because that's the hand. We got to wait for the aftershock. It's so annoying. All right, yeah, this is something, I guess. Not the way that I want to fight things in Bloodborne, but... God, and then he does that. It's just... Okay, hand slam, run in R2 on his hand. Bam. We're gonna heal. Another hand slam. You piece of shit! Okay, grab. Yeah, this is going pretty well. Bam. Ba, ba, yeah, ba. Bam, and there's a hand over the top. So this is a great cycle right here. This is a great cycle. Now you gotta be ready for her. Bam. Roll that. Okay. Get out of here. We're gonna heal. Roll into him there. That's how you avoid that. Roll the swipe. Slam. Jump back. Jump up. And roll. You piece of shit with those aftershocks. You would be not. You'd be half of what you are without that aftershock. You piece of shit. If you just didn't have that dumbass aftershock. Let's go. Come on. Punch. Punch. Over the head, right? Yep. So we want to see. Wait for the aftershock. Bam. Stagger him as well. Bam. Okay, roll that. He's about to enter his other phase. There he goes. R2 immediately as he enters this phase. Gonna start walking around, because if he slams down, you're screwed. If he does magma, go in on him. Get him 3 times. Yeah, that's if he does magma, that's huge. Oh my god! Just shitting lava. Alright, that's pretty good. That's probably as best as we're gonna get, honestly. But let's practice this a little bit more. 1. Okay, swipe. Gonna run over this way. Ba 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 ba. You peek. It's like whatever you do, he's just got an answer for it. Okay, swipe. So we can punish that. Kind of just always circle around. God, even that. He's just seriously got like an answer for every single thing. It's crazy. Swipe. Yo. Hit him here. Okay. Slam, 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 slam. He only does 6, right? I think he only does 6 and then a grab at the end. Ya ba boo ba boo. Big ol' slam. Hit his hand there. Big ol' slam again. Hit his hand here. Boom. Slam, slam, slam. Does it follow it up? Nope. Swipe. Okay. Slam, slam, slam. No follow-up. Swipe. Get him here. Boop. Slam, 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 slam. And then a swipe, right? Or like a little weird thing. Alright. I think we're good. Go ahead and kill me. I like these to be cleaner, but with this guy, that's probably as good as we're going to get, honestly. So I think we should get the maximum amount of bullets. So we'll do a grind sesh real quick because, yeah, bullets are kind of big here. I'm assuming you can stagger them multiple times. It's weird that you'd only be able to stagger them once. But it's very difficult to tell whether you can do that or not. Almost 30. Imagine being almost 30. Any tips on Bloodborne? Kind of suck at it. It's difficult. I would say the best tip is literally be aggressive. Be aggressive. That was kind of the big shift for me, was kind of realizing this game is much more designed for you to get in, get out, get in, get out, keep dashing in and out. Once you kind of embrace the fast pace of Bloodborne, it becomes a lot more manageable. Because a lot of people went into this from Dark Souls, where it's much slower, and it was difficult to grasp that. And that was definitely me. I remember the first day I was like dating this girl, and her friend brought over Bloodborne on the PS4, and I was like, oh my god, I've always wanted to play it, but I didn't have a PS4. And then I was just getting, I was actually astounded, because I was like, well, I played Dark Souls. I could show them how it's done. And I was getting destroyed, completely destroyed, because I didn't realize you got to be aggressive. It's a very different game. Oh my freaking god, how dare you right there. No. Wait. Yeah, I like that Morrowind. You have to like, you have to really pay attention to the like instructions a lot of the time. I think that type of gameplay doesn't really persist in this day and age, and I understand why that's kind of not a thing anymore. But I mean, that's not necessarily true. There is some stuff like that, like Outer Wilds, which I would love to do. I would love to do kind of a redux of Outer Wilds, so we have it on the internet somewhere. But that game kind of doesn't hold your hand either. But yeah, Morrowind's fantastic, but you gotta know how to play it. Same things like Fallout 1 and 2. They're fantastic games. They do hold up, but you have to kind of know, you know, how to get around their age, basically. But I love them. They're really, really good games. I want to do a redux of Fallout 2 too, because I need to do right by that game. Been heavily considering it, honestly. I really wanted to do a new playthrough of it. This is going alright. Yeah, that's Bloodborne. That's the Bloodborne experience in a nutshell. You piece of shit! Yeah, this is going fine. It's really just this game, honestly. Do it. Do it. Make my day, pig. Make my day, pig. You piece of sh— I knew he was going to do that, too. I knew it. That is so difficult to avoid. If you get hit by it, you're like 80% of your HP is gone if you have a full HP bar. Lore Rim reminds you of Morrowind, has the same feel. Ooh. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like modern games that have that feel. Like I said, Outer Wilds is a great example. It doesn't really hold your hand. The whole nature of the game is understanding and exploring everything. I'm honestly really overdue for that game again. It sucks because it's one of those games that's like, once you play it, people say you can never play it again because you just know the secrets, which is, I think, half true for me. My memory's so terrible. I think I could honestly play it again and, like, at least get a good amount of enjoyment from it. But that game's kind of similar to Morrowind, where, you know, it doesn't really explain everything. You gotta figure it out. Can I... Pieces of shit. Bye. Bye. Nice fire. Bye. 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 Oh, nice fire. Whoop. Bye. Bye. Yeah, I know you're gonna have 1 HP. I'm ready. I know every time. I know you think that I think you're gonna be dead, but I've been burned too many times. I know you're not gonna be dead. I know you're gonna survive with 1 HP, and I know I'm gonna have to hit you with 1 more R1, which throws me off sync for attacking other things. I know. I've experienced it so much. I like Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim for different reasons. Morrowind obviously has the hands down the best story and lore. Yeah, it's really a shame, man. Like, honestly, had they combined how in-depth the story and writing is with Morrowind with any of the other Elder Scrolls, man. Obviously, they were all great in their own right. Don't get me wrong. But, like, man, I mean, you know, we'd have like... Why did he take like nothing from that? What is happening right now? Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Really bad, really bad, really bad, really bad, really bad, really bad! I love this about Bloodborne, though. Like, even when you're at the end of the game, you've done everything else, it's still, like, you have to constantly be on edge. Anyways, yeah, if we had Oblivion or Skyrim or Elder Scrolls 6 with, like, the level of lore and writing that Morrowind has, man, I mean, it'd honestly just be to the level of, like, you know, something like The Witcher 3, which... The Witcher 3 compared to, like, Elder Scrolls, you know, they both have their pros and cons, but, if we could just get that best of both worlds, Skyrim gameplay... and exploration with Morrowind's story, super in-depth writing. And not only that, like, it was so different from a typical fantasy world and story, too. Like, Morrowind's story and, like, lore and everything is so unique. Like, that's what I really love about it. It's like, as many people say, it feels very alien, even though it's just another fantasy, you know, dark elf land. So... maybe one day. I don't know. I don't think Bethesda will do that. I think Bethesda very much knows that's just not their... It's not why people at least play their games, I guess, today. Like, they don't really need to do that when, you know, Elder Scrolls 6 is going to sell super well regardless, but... it would be nice. It would be nice. Do 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 dee da da dee da do. Lose a life every 5 minutes. I mean, to be honest, that was my first time with Bloodborne. I died probably every 5 minutes, too. I think that's honestly most people's experience. Like, this game is no joke. I mean, still to this day, it's like I said, once it clicks with how aggressive you have to be, it's a lot easier, but still. This is probably one of the hardest, like, non-fan game, not Kaizo sort of thing. Probably one of the hardest games of all time, I would say, still. If we're talking about just like a AAA known game, you know? What's your favorite Bethesda game? Currently, I would say... it's going to be hard to top Skyrim, which I love discussion, so whenever people, you know, say, like, what's your favorite X? I hate choosing the obvious answer, because, you know, it's just like, well, duh. But I don't think it'll ever... I don't think Skyrim will ever be topped. They would basically have to make a better... Skyrim. It would have to be like Elder Scrolls 6, and they would have to genuinely make it, like, you know, even better, which is a tall, tall order. Like, as much as I've given Bethesda shit over the years, you know, for all their failings, sometimes, I do think, you know, even though Skyrim was obviously massively successful and overhyped and everything, I do think it honestly deserves at least most of that. It's a very, very, very good game when it shines. It also has some negatives, of course, but I mean, just look at the longevity of the mods alone. You know what I mean? Keeping it alive. I think that's far and away their best game. And I think nostalgia clouds a lot of other people's views on it, because I think a lot of people want to say Oblivion or Morrowind, but honestly, I think Skyrim is like their best offering, and I don't honestly think they're ever going to beat it. I really don't. I think that's a really tall order for them to, like, succeed over what they did with Skyrim. But, yeah, boring answer, but that's what I would say. And I love Oblivion too, and I love Morrowind, but I think Skyrim honestly cleans a lot of stuff up. Expansion pack for Morrowind. I think I gave it to Tribunal, which is weird. I like the idea of Blood Moon better. Like, that's way more up my alley, but Tribunal honestly was really cool. They were both great, and I remember really liking them, because we played them somewhat recently on Twitch within the past, like, 5 years. Yeah, I would have to give it to Tribunal. I really, really liked it. I was surprised by how much I liked it, basically. Yeah. Yeah, it's Skyrim for me. Although the Shivering Isles will be my favorite Elder Scrolls DLC forever. Yeah, I know. Equal in guilds. I think, yeah. Well, I would actually give the guilds to Oblivion. I will say objectively, I think Oblivion's guilds. Now that we've done most of it in what's it called? Oblivion Remastered. I will give the guilds to Oblivion. I think Oblivion's guilds are actually better, for sure. But the quests, I'm always like, honestly, they're a lot more equal to me, I think, than like I feel like a lot of people say. I feel like everybody gives the quest in general to Oblivion, but I don't know. I feel like Skyrim really gets written off for its quests a lot of the time. Ba-ba-do-ba-dee. Yeah, alright, let's buy like 70 bullets. That seems like a lot. That's honestly a lot to spend on consumables, my god. Companions are better than the Fighters Guild. College is better than the Mages Guild. I think the college is better, although I will say I love the recruitment process. I think that's actually a really good idea to do like a recruitment quest for each town in Oblivion. I think that's a great idea. But it kind of after that, it gets kind of I think overall, yeah, I'd give it to the college. The Fighters Guild versus the Companions, I think I would always give it to the Fighters Guild. I prefer Oblivion's Fighters Guild way more to the Companions. The Companions, it almost feels like half-baked. Like, I don't know. It doesn't feel fully fleshed out to me. I like what they tried to do with it. But to me, like, if I had to cut out a guild in Skyrim, it's easy Companions. Easy. It's like not even a question. The college is also super short, but at least, like, when I finish the college, I, like, feel like something major happened. The Companions, I don't know. It really does feel just too short, honestly. They're half-baked. Enderal. If there was a bigger love for mods on my channel, I would love to do like a redux of Enderal too. The way I play games now versus back when I did a lot of that stuff, I was much more in like entertainer mode back then. Now it's more of like actually breathing in the games because I'm more comfortable recording them with an audience and stuff. So I would love to do like another redux of Enderal. It's just such a massive commitment. Because I guarantee I would get way more out of it now than back then. What's up, Ghost Ninja? That funky ninja. Last day of work, had my emotional goodbyes, starting my new job Tuesday. Well, all good things and all that. Best of luck with the new job, Ghost Ninja. Yo, adios, Phantom. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, where I stand with Elder Scrolls 6 is, I don't know. I mean, Bethesda's put us in a rocky spot. I think I've always maintained that I still believe they can do it. I don't think they'll be able to top Skyrim. I think Skyrim's their apex. I honestly would be surprised. Like, Starfield, man, like, seeing that game, I was just like, I don't think they're ever going to get close again. But if they can deliver 80% of the experience of Skyrim in Elder Scrolls 6, I'll take it, and I'll be happy with it, and I'll consider that a success. Maybe even like 70%. But, you know, with everything up and like after then till now, I still will say I think they could do it, but yeah, it's going to be a tall order, just because, you know, I don't know. We just haven't really, Fallout 4 was solid, but after that, go to that dungeon to get the thing type of quest in Skyrim. Yeah, that's totally fair. I think for me, I like the exploration in Skyrim way more than Oblivion and Morrowind because everything's so handcrafted and every dungeon really feels like unique in a lot of ways. Sure, there's a lot of overlap. There's a lot of dungeons that, you know, are not as cool and whatever, but I think the thing with me is, like, I don't mind going to get the Draugr crown or whatever it is because, like, I enjoy the moment-to-moment gameplay of those dungeons so much more than just, like, Baron Cave number 87 in Oblivion, you know? So I know that's people's big hang-up with Skyrim's quests is that, yeah, it's a lot of, like, go to this cave, get this thing. But I just think, like, yeah, the moment-to-moment gameplay is so much more engaging to me. Maybe it's just because I'm so visual. Like, everything genuinely just looks way better, you know? So I think that's why I'll always defend it, honestly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, time to guide Lawrence, this piece of shit. Hopefully this goes well, because this is definitely like a iffy confidence level here. But hopefully we can make it happen. I will see you guys after the guide. Dooba-dooba-dee. 1, 2, 3, exit. Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome to another Bloodborne guide in 2026. We're getting close to the end of all the bosses, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lawrence, an optional boss in the Old Hunters DLC, and this guy is a pain. I'm going to say this guy is probably going to be the hardest boss in the entire guided series for me to guide, simply because he is so aggressive. He doesn't stop attacking, and there's just not a lot of weaknesses. It's like, if you try to be aggressive, he'll just end up catching you, and then he'll kill you, because his damage is insane. And if you try to, like, do hit-and-run attacks, he can push you up against the wall, and he can basically just catch you anyways. Now, there are some tips and tricks and stuff. Here's the run back, by the way. If you don't know how to fight this boss, by the way, I think you need to find... I forget if it's secret or not. But you have to get Lawrence's skull, like, in the research hall area before that. There's, like, an elevator that goes up. You might have to do the secret where, like, you send the elevator up, and then the secret elevator comes up and get Lawrence's skull. And if you take that back over here near the start of the DLC, it'll trigger it. Or it just might be the thing that you get anyways. I forget if it's hidden or not, basically, is what I'm saying. But anyways, yeah, Lawrence is terrible. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to talk about him, because this guy is also a massive pain right here to get past, so hopefully he'll leave us alone. Whoop! He still got me, wow. Yeah, Lawrence is really bad, and he has a reputation too, and that's mainly because, like I said, he's so aggressive. He never stops attacking. He has like 1 million attacks. He also has fiery aftershock, so even if you dodge well, you can still get clipped by an aftershock, and it'll ruin your like response and stuff like that. But yeah, so here's a major tip. So if you have a gun, what I would do is if you shoot his head, which in the first part of this fight, you can trigger pretty easily. If you go for his head consistently, sometimes it takes like 3 or 4 shots. Other times it takes like 5 to 7. It's so bizarre. You will stagger him. You'll hear the noise, and then you can run up, get a free hit, and then also visceral. You'll see me do it. Hopefully we can trigger it. So definitely go for that, because this is the type of boss where honestly I would use whatever you can against him. He's somewhat unfair, I feel like, because he's so over the top. Outside of that, I am going to implement hit and run attacks. I'm basically going to wait to see a couple of attacks that he's going to do so that I can run in, hit him once, and then back up. Then, in the second phase, he will just be a corpse kind of like writhing on the ground. You kind of want to just always, if you're facing him, stick to the left and be rotating around him. If you see him shoot magma, you love that, because then you can just constantly wail on him. You're basically keeping your distance a bit, but also just running in after every attack that he does. Really, the only thing that's horrible is that he'll kind of like crawl after you with like big shockwaves. So like 1, 2, 3, and then sometimes he'll do 4, 5, 6. So all that being said, we're going to give it a shot here. I don't mind using bolt paper here. I might use it because, again, this guy is so rough. Wish me luck. Let's get it started. In here. Okay, so we're immediately going to run up, and we're going to lock onto him, and we're trying to shoot him in the head. Now, he's always going to open up with this attack. I don't know what it is about the start of the fight, but he always loves doing this attack and spamming it. So you can see I'm basically just going for his head here. I stood way too close there. So there, right there. So as he comes down, going to get a free hit, going to de-lock, and going to deal the repause. Now I'm going to hit him in his arm as well, which just missed. So we're going to back up here, and I'm going to heal. Now, he is going to be invulnerable to breaking his limbs, so I cannot get another riposte. Nice, good hit there. Okay, we're going to back up. Yeah, so I can't shoot him in the face now. Even when he heals, he's not really going to let you do it again. So right here, he's healing. I'm going to run up and get a free hit on him. It's not really free, though, because he's always attacking. Okay, as he finishes that, I'm going to run up and hit him here. So as you can see, it's a lot of just waiting for when you can attack. Roll into this, by the way. We got clipped by the aftershock. Okay, I need to get out of here. You can see that's the grab. I'm going to wait for this. I'm actually going to be aggressive here and hit him there, because we want to be aggressive as much as we can, because if this fight drags on, it's such a nightmare. Okay, so we're just basically seeing what he does. So big slam there and a swipe right afterwards, and I'm going to keep baiting out attacks here. The swipes are kind of the worst thing, just because it's so hard to deal anything once he swipes. Now I'm going to run in here and R1 his hand, because keep in mind, you can break his hand just like Vicar Amelia. It's just difficult because he's always attacking. That's kind of the difficult part. All right, let's see what he does. Gonna back up here. Again, swipes are what you don't want to see. Just because, whoop! Dashed into him there just because the swipes. Oh, that's the grab. Okay, got behind him. Gonna hit him again. Beautiful. And we're gonna back up over this way. You also don't want to get too close to the walls. If you get too close to the walls, you won't be able to do much. The camera will go crazy. Okay, dash into him here. R1. All right, we're backing up because he'll always attack you. R1 again because he fell down. And now I'm kind of got stuck. Okay, when he does the over-the-head swing, immediately run in there. Boom, staggered him. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to heal too. Okay, now we could go for another shot on his head and see if maybe we could stagger him again. But I just have never been able to stagger him twice in one fight. Now we're getting kind of close to the wall here, so I got to be careful. And he still got me there, which is crazy. All right, I'm going to hit him twice. I'm going to back up now. Okay, he falls on the ground. We're going to watch him. We're not going to freak out. He's going to slam, so I'm going to get ready to sprint towards him. Boom. There's the aftershock, and boom on his hand. Oof. And he's going to get me. See, right there, that amount of damage that he dealt is exactly why this is so difficult. All right, so now he's healing again. I'm going to try to go for another headshot here to see if perhaps we can trigger another stagger. So we're going to back up here. I'm going to shoot him again. He's going to explode it. I'm going to shoot him here twice. We may be able to do it. I don't really know. I've only ever seen it happen once, but now I have to kind of get behind him because he's getting too close here. So we're going to run back, and the camera's going to get stuck onto him. All right, let's switch back. And now we got to be careful. Got to roll into this. Beautiful. R1 twice. Okay, we're going to back up here. I'm going to heal again. We're going to roll into that. Big old swipe. And now I think he's going to be entering phase 2, but he hasn't done it yet. So there's phase 2. All right, I'm going to activate Bolt Paper. And now what we want to see is we want to see him shoot magma at us. He does kind of this scream, and then he'll shoot magma at us. So one, okay, big old swipe. I'm going to run forward and hit him here. Bam. It's a lot of kind of seeing what he's going to do and then getting some hits in. So there's the kind of crawl after you move, which he can follow that up with 3 more crawls. Okay, let's ban an attack if we can. Here's the crawl. Now, again, he can follow this up with 3 more here. Oof, ran right into that. All right, we need to back up. I'm against the wall now, so this is really bad. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Like, how did that even hit me? And it just dealt like 60% of my HP. What I really want to see him do... I want to see him do the magma move, which he is not doing whatsoever, because that would be just too easy. All right, when he does the big swipe, run forward, hit him. Okay, back up. Okay, big swipe again. Run forward, hit him. Bam, just like that. Backing up. Yeah, I would love to see him shoot that magma. But he's like, nope, I know that would be easy. So we ain't doing it. You got to watch out for the magma that he leaves on the ground as well. All right, I'm going to do another Bolt Paper. Okay, right here. So we're going to move to the left. He's going to shoot some magma here. So I'm going to hit him in the face a couple of times. Oh, my God! Of all the ways to die, like, just get stuck in SpaghettiOs. Oh my God, disgust. Like, with that didn't even happen one time. Didn't even happen one time. This is the type of thing where, like, that whole guide was good except for that end, that I just would rather get to that point again than put it together and tell people. That is ridiculous, man. What a disgusting death at the end there. Ew. Absolutely ew. Gross. Bloodborne Lawrence Guide. Ugh, that didn't even happen one time. That's like the Quelaag death, where you basically just get stuck in her SpaghettiO soup. Ridiculous. All right, guys. Cindy is home, so I'm going to go say hi to her. I'll be right back, and then we'll try this again. Thanks for watching, everybody. BRB. Alright, welcome back, everybody. It's weird to say welcome back when I'm the one that is back. Oh, Lawrence, why are you like this? Why are you like this, Lawrence? Alright, let's catch up with the chat. Dark Brotherhood, yeah. I mean, flavor-wise, Dark Brotherhood is always my favorite, but I always have to give credit where credit is due, I think. The Thieves Guild is honestly better in both. I don't know. I put it pretty equal in Oblivion, but in Skyrim, the Dark Brotherhood is beat out by the Thieves Guild, unfortunately. Flavor-wise, I love Assassinations, but they just put all their oomph into the Thieves Guild. Procedural generation, that worries me. If they reuse the code they wrote for Starfield, which they will, every dungeon could look the same. That would kill the immersion dead. Is that confirmed? I would hope that they... Oh, God. I hope that's not confirmed, and I hope they would not do that. That... Yeah. I hope that's not a thing. I hope not. Morrowind got a remaster that would completely change the layout of the world. It would be amazing. Lore-wise, Morrowind's environment is far more diverse and alien than Skyrim. I think it'll happen one day. I think we'll get the Morrowind remaster, and they'll basically have to remake the entire game because they're not going to be able to convert that game. So that would be amazing. I will be... I was already Omega hyped for Oblivion. I will be Omega... triple black hole, quadruple explosion, like whatever the highest form of hype would be. Like, honestly, that would be a dream come true. I would genuinely love to see Morrowind like a reimagined light. I'm not a fan of the roll to hit. Oh yeah, the roll. Yeah. It works in D&D. It does not work in an action game. No, they would change that absolutely, because that's honestly just a antiquated design philosophy. Adios, gamer life. What's your favorite thing about Bloodborne? It's tough, because I'm very much a gameplay guy. Honestly, Bloodborne is cool with everything. My only negative has really eroded over time, which is like there's too many gimmick bosses. Outside of that, I love pretty much everything. The trick weapons are awesome once you kind of get the flow of it. One of the best weapon systems in any FromSoft game. Love the fast-paced nature of it. It's my favorite thing. I mean, it really would boil down to atmosphere and gameplay. If I had to, like, gun to my head pick one, probably gameplay. But the atmosphere is so unique to the Dark Souls series, to FromSoft stuff, that I love it. It's hard. It's really a 50-50 between, like, fast-paced gameplay and the atmosphere of Bloodborne. Yeah, they would remake it. They definitely... You can't remaster Morrowind from that. I mean, I'm not a programmer, but I think that would be impossible. It'll happen. I think Bethesda is very money-focused a lot of the time, and they know for a fact... a Morrowind remaster would print money, as will Fallout 3 New Vegas, which I think they'll focus on first. It'll happen. It will happen. Yeah, I used that overhaul mod way back in the day, but apparently, I don't know what happened to it. Got changed or something. Very bizarre. Very bizarre. All right, so now we got to get to that end phase and have it be a little bit cleaner. So we're going to guide again, however... I will be streaming as normal until we get down to his second phase. That was such a silly death. Out of all those practice sessions, not once did we get, like, stuck in the magma. The same thing that happens with Quelaag in Dark Souls 1. Not one time did that ever happen until we were guiding and having an amazing guide. So ridiculous, donkey, if I do say so myself. Alright, well, nothing else to do but just do it again. Hi-ya! No, don't do that. I got things to do, gentlemen. Thank you. Whoop! Jesus. You just always have to get their little tags in, no matter what. No matter what. Yeah, I was confused by that. I didn't understand quite what was happening with the overhaul mod, because back when I used it, it was great, but I guess, yeah, it got changed or something. I don't know. Alrighty. Mark 2. Shot number 1. Shot number 2. Back up. Shot number 3. Do it again. Back up. Shot number 4. Back up. Shot number 5. Shot number 6. There it is. Hit him once in the head. Bam. Missed. Go for the riposte. Move up closer this time to hit his arm. Yeah. Back up. Okay, switch over to this. Now let's go. You and me. Wait for it. And rush in. R2. Bam. Beautiful hit. Get swiped. Whatever. Okay. Lock onto him. Is he going to explode? I think he is. Yes, so wait for it. Bam. Rush in. R2 at the right time. Bam. Roll the swipe. If he's doing it. I have no idea what he's doing. Grab that. Heal once. Roll that. Okay, that's going to explode. Wait for it. Run up. R2. Bam. Beautiful. And stagger him. We're going to hit him again, which just flat out misses. Okay, swipe and then roll back. So we want to hit him in the back here. Bam. Roll the swipe. Okay. Slam. Swipe. 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 I think it still goes a 5th time. Yep. That right there we can. Ooh. Oh, is that a stagger? Holy shit. Okay. Oh, wow. Slam, and then he does the over that. Ooh, this is an amazing fight right here. Oh, stupid. You just had to. It's going so well. Okay. Bam. Oh, man. Yeah, so you just want to be aggressive, honestly. I'll probably just show this fight. Swipe. Okay, here's the jump. Roll into that. R1. R1. Don't do it! How does it just kill me? I hate this boss. It's like, it should not do that much damage. I get if, like, you get hit in a counterattack when you're, like, jumping or rolling or something like that, and then he hits you with a gigantic, like, bam. Okay, fair. You can kill me if I'm, like, at 60% HP. But to kill me during that with just a swipe attack, that's what sucks about this boss. That damage is so ludicrously high for that type of attack. Piece of shit. It was going so well again. Piece of shit. Was a studio director that said it. Todd confirmed it also as soon as I heard him say, oh no. Yeah, I feel like I kind of heard about this. Maybe I literally just blocked it out. Oh, God. What the f... Well, all right. Yeah, I feel like I kind of heard about this, but like I said, maybe I just literally blocked that out of my head. Why would they... I'm just baffled, man. I don't understand. Bethesda is such a confusing company. Why would they do something that was, like, hated by everybody for, like, their mainline game? I mean, like I said, I'll still, like, you know, we'll see. Maybe they'll make it work or whatever. I'll still be, like, optimistic, I guess, but it's just, like, I don't understand. I really just don't get what they think's gonna happen. What's up, Witcher Bio Souls? What up, Jana Jax? All right, we're still recording, so let's do the same exact thing again. Okay. Shot number 1. Shot number 2. Back up. Goes up. Shot number 3. Nope, I'm shooting him in the stomach. Shot number 4. Shot number 5. Back up. There we go. Okay, dash in there. Get the repost. Bam. Riposte. Bam. Move up a little bit and immediately R1. Bam. Okay, roll backwards. Switch over to the two-handed or whatever. Okay, run the clock out. Bam. R2 here. Bam. Okay, relock onto him. Bait out an attack. Roll that. Swipe. 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 Okay. Roll that. Wait for the explosion. Bam. Run in. R2 at the right time. Boom. Okay, now he's healing himself. I'm going to do a charged R2 here. I think that hit. Oh, the grab. Not good. Switch over to this. Let's shoot him in the face. 1, 2. Whoop. Okay, switch this back. Wait for the explosion. Bam. Run in. Timing is perfect. Bam. Beautiful. And we get the stagger. Awesome. Okay, swipe, and then he rolls back. So I'm going to run in, hit him with an R1, and we get another stagger. Oh, my God. Hit him again there. Okay. Jumps back. No big deal. Jumps forward, gonna roll into that. Gonna hit him twice here. Heal up a little bit, gonna heal once. Okay, runs backwards. Bam. And then that's going to explode, so we wait for it to explode. Bam. Run in R2 at the right time. Boom. Roll the swipe, but we can't because we're in the animation. Run back over here. Heal. He's going to heal as well. Got to switch up to this. Okay. Same thing. He's just loving this attack, which I love because this is punishable. And bam. Beautiful. Back up. Switch to one-handed. Make sure we're targeting the head here. Going to try to go for another stagger. Okay. Swipe. 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 But we're too far away. Shooting him a whole bunch here. Roll that. Okay. And ooh. Nice. Okay, we can get out of here now. He's going to do the over the head. We're going to run back in, R2. I think that missed, which is bullshit, but whatever. Run back over this way, heal once. Whoo! And roll. Okay, R1, R1 again. Didn't get a stagger. Oh, here's the over the head, so we want to be ready for this. Wait for the aftershock and run in, R2. Bam! All right. Why did I get hit by that? I was doing so well. All right, now he's going to enter phase 2 in a second here. Yep. All right, I'm like up against the wall. Climbing up the wall. I need to get away from him. Okay. So I guess I should record now. Maybe once he's hit a little bit. Okay, swipe. Run in here, hit him there. Back up a little bit. Yeah, once he's down, I'll start recording again. Okay, there's the magma. Ba, 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 ba. 2, 1, 2, 3. And then he's going to end with a little thing over there, which I don't care about. 1 and a 2. Getting too greedy. Backing up. Backing up. Oh my god! Jesus Christ, this boss. Okay, back up over here. Heal once. Magma everywhere now. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Back up over this way. Bam. Bam. Nice. Okay. All right, so I think I'm going to start... This piece of shit is so aggressive. All right, so I should be starting the guide again here. It's really hard to talk about, but I'll probably talk about it after this. Anyways, we're going to heal back up. And we're going to see what he does. What we want to do, what we want to see as usual is him shriek and then spit magma at me. But he's doing the crawl, so we just have to watch out for the other 3 crawls. He's going to do a swipe, so I'm dashing into him. Going to hit him twice here. Okay, backing up away. Doing a big old slam down there now. So we're going to see what he does. We want to hear him shriek and shoot magma. 1, 2, 3. And then he's going to do a little kind of And we're going to jump in and hit him twice here. Bam. Nice. Getting over to the side of him. This is going pretty well. I'm going to activate my bolt paper as well, which was a mistake. Got a little greedy there. Got swiped. I'm going to do this. All right, so now he's shooting some magma, so I'm going to run over and just time the hit right into some magma. He's fighting for it, so we're going to back up out of here because now he's going crazy again. All right, we got to kind of focus up here. So once again, another shriek. He's trying to bait me into, like, dealing some damage. Okay, we're going to lock onto him. He's going to swipe again. I need to get around him now because we're way too close and he's zoning me with the magma. Okay, so we're backing up. I'm going to heal just out of safety here. All right, we're doing pretty well here now. We're going to back up again. Another swipe, so another hit from us. He's so close, but we're not going to be greedy. We're going to watch him. Okay, 1, 2, 3. He might do 3 more. Nope, he does not. All right, so let's get in 1, and 1 more should do it. Down goes Lawrence the First Vicar. Oh my god, that was a nightmare. Whew. Okay, so how I think I'm going to edit this for anybody watching the guide is that first fight was pretty good, and then this it was a really great fight, and then we basically got pushed up to a wall and died like Quelaag in Dark Souls 1, where you just get trapped in the magma. And that felt like bullshit to me, so I wanted to keep that fight. I typically don't do that. I typically like learn the boss until it's a clean fight, and then I do the guide, and that's that. However, because of that bullshit death, I want to show that first part, and then I think I'm going to show the maybe sped up version of the second part, which I went way more aggressive, which you can definitely make work. Like, honestly, I was just not caring as much because I just wanted to get to that ending part here so I could, like, combine the 2 clips. So you can absolutely be more aggressive because you'll break his limbs just like Vicar Amelia. I honestly would recommend that over the first part that I'm going to show you, just because we were honestly running the shop here, just kind of like smacking him around. And then anyways, in that final phase there, yeah, as you can see, it's really the crawl, because he'll either do 1, 2, 3, or he'll do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then go at the end of it. And it's such a huge zoning situation because that attack, takes up so much space. That's really the only bad thing. Outside of that, it's just waiting for him to shoot magma, rushing around, hitting him, or waiting for him to do the big swipe, running in, hitting him, and then waiting for him to finish his crawl and then hitting him. And I would say the second phase is much easier. And I would definitely use consumables here because this guy just sucks, man. Like, he's totally doable if you just want to beat him, but like really get good at him. He is just... It's the aggression and it's like the aftershocks of the fire that make this so annoying. So anyways, that's Lawrence the First Vicar. Hope this guide helped. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Oh, Lawrence, you were annoying. Bow bow boo ba bee, bow bow boo ba bee, row bow boo ba bee, ree da da hoo da dee. Okay, so he is done. What do you even get from that? You get a rune? Wow, a whole rune? My God. Now let's go back. Bethesda proc gen, procedural generation, not good. I mean, it's really frustrating because it's just the thing of like, you have something that works, you have something that would continue to work, you have something that would continue to work for a game that people have been wanting for a very, very, very long time now at this point, and then you decide to just change it in a way that I don't think anybody would hear and be excited about. Like, it's just a constant thing with Bethesda where I'm just like, what are you like, I don't know if it's like Todd just needs to step back and somebody needs to come in there and be like, okay, hey, everybody, let's kind of just make what people want again. And that'd be one thing if, like I said, like they didn't. Like, as I've always said, like, I'm down for them to branch out and make new IPs and stuff, but I just want it to be inspired. I don't feel like Starfield was inspired from what I played. So it's just a frustrating thing where it's like, I don't know why they just can't... They clearly want to make Elder Scrolls 6. They know they're doing it. They know it's going to be big. They teased it, what was it, 7 years ago? So it's just the thing of like, why can't you just do what people want? It's insane. It's crazy. It's... And fair enough if I'm speaking too soon. Maybe it'll come out and there's like procedural generated stuff and it's fine. That could be a thing, sure. But I don't think I've ever once been excited to hear about, procedural generated stuff in any game that wasn't a roguelike. I don't think I've ever been like, oh boy, non-designed stuff by a human. Great, yes, that's what I want. So it's really annoying, honestly. But that's like just my opinion on that. Alrighty. Let's buy some stuff, I guess. I guess we don't really need levels too bad. It's a bit rage baity because that means we have waited nearly 10 years for a game that will be half procedurally generated. They said half? All around me are familiar. What timeline are we in? Everybody makes the timeline joke, but seriously, like, what happened, man? What happened? Half the game? Procedurally generate? Okay. We'll see what happens. Thank you, Chucky. Alright, so yeah, we just have the final boss now, which is a sick final boss. I'm not nearly as worried about this guy, because I remember we had to practice him with the Moonlight Greatsword, because I wanted to use it, and it was so bad, I think because my character just wasn't... It was a thing where, like, you had to use Chalice Dungeon runes or whatever to make it good or something, and I was just like, well, I'm not doing that. So I had to really practice him, like, a lot. And I think he's way, like, more consistent than Lawrence is. Lawrence is, like, way more just chaotic, whereas this guy, I think he's, like, overall harder, but, like, definitely more learnable, if that makes sense. What's up, Dire Wolf? What are your most anticipated games that are releasing this year? Tides of Annihilation, Lords of the Fallen 2, and Gears E-Day. The only one I'm really like... The only one I'm really just, like, waiting for definitely is GTA 6. I mean, Rockstar just doesn't miss. So it's like a guaranteed thing, you know? I'm trying to think what else. Winds and Waves comes out next year. I'm excited for Pokemon Winds and Waves. First time I'm excited for, like, a new Pokemon game in a while. Although, to be fair, I am way more, like, of a Pokemon fan now than I've been for the past 10 years. Pokopia was definitely up there, and that game really delivered, man. Like, people are loving that game. It's kind of crazy how well that game is done. Oh, shit. Forgot about this. What else? Any Souls stuff? Tarnished Edition. That's gonna pop. Oh, did that not pop? Elden Ring Tarnished Edition. I really want to, like, honestly play through that again. It's been enough time where I definitely want to go back, play some Elden Ring. I would say GTA 6 is kind of the only major thing, unless I'm just forgetting stuff, which I probably am. It's a Winter Lantern. Nope. You ain't gonna do it to me. Sorry. Okay, let's explore this little bit of an area real quick, because we might be able to get something good. As far as I've seen, and the link I posted, half of the Iliac Bay and the dungeons are. I hope a Fable playthrough is in order. Yeah, at this point, I mean, maybe I'll just... Maybe that'll be the real Elder Scrolls. Why would they do that? I'm, like, really annoyed. Because they're like, oh, Daggerfall had, like... But that's just so funky, man. Like, Daggerfall had, like, randomly generated dungeons, and everyone liked it. Yeah, not to mention, like, that's just how games back then were made, because you wanted to, like, you know, virtually extend how big the game was, which is why people are always like, oh, Daggerfall is, like, the biggest game ever made. It's like, yeah, okay. You know, in the same way that Minecraft is the biggest game ever made, because it's all just, obviously, never-ending. I don't... That, to me, is not, like, a big game. That, to me, is just... a randomly generated game, which is fine. I think for Daggerfall, from what I've seen of it, yeah, it makes sense. It's all good, but boy, do I not want that for Elder Scrolls 6. Todd came out and said they're going back to what they're known for and what fans want. Well, all I'll say, for me, like, a lot of the time, I don't really care about all this stuff until the game just comes out and I can see it and see the reviews and stuff. Not that I care much about reviews, but I just mean, like, you know, if people are liking it or not. Like, Pokopia, I could tell, was special. And so it was great seeing people really like it, you know? With the reviews and everything. So, all of this to say, whatever. If the game's good, I really won't care. It's just frustrating. It's frustrating because I feel like they have a literal... paint by the numbers, like, color book. Like, hey, Bethesda, do you want to make a game that everyone's going to love and you'd also make $50 billion? Just color in the lines. And they're just like, no. And it's like, ah. And it's like, why? Why are you doing this? Just make the... Why are you like this? So that's why it's annoying. But if it's good, whatever. I won't care. Just a lot of frustrating things over the years, you know. Ba, 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 ba. One thing I do know is, I don't know, if a lot of this stuff is like Todd's leadership, and if he said he's leaving after Elder Scrolls 6, it definitely feels like, yeah, it might be time for Todd to kind of make way for someone else. Because I don't understand some of the choices. Alright, let's chill here for a sec. Winter Lantern along the horizon. If you don't know, these are Winter Lanterns, the most terrifying enemy in the game. Or, well, one of them. I said the shark was, but... This is probably, I would say, like, lore-wise or whatever, because it's just literally like I guess a woman that has 50 million bulging eyes and stuff coming out of her. And they frenzy you, which is terrifying. That's the shark well, right? Yeah, look at him. Look at him up there. Oh, so you can come from behind? Oh, wait a second. I just realized. Is that what they want you to do? They kind of want you to come to this at the end of the game? And, like, maybe, like, hit this guy with stuff? Yeah, because if you do, like, you can't do the Shaman Bone Blade, but if you do, like, Molotovs, maybe you can get the Rikuyo that way. Interesting. Okay, let's go up because we got a couple of blood gems, and then yeah, we got the big boy. One of the best bosses ever made in any game. Final boss of this DLC. I love this guy. He's freaking so weird and so cool. Is he that way? I think he's that way, but let's go back because we got some blood gems. Let's go back. Let's go back. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, Rockstar, you know, I think there's that meme, right? Like, we got X before GTA 6. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what we get before GTA 6 because I know Rockstar is always going to make a game that is, like, literally phenomenal. Like, Red Dead Redemption 2, that's why I will always say, right, like, Red Dead Redemption 2, I think, in my opinion, is the best game ever made of all time. It's not my favorite game. It's up there. Probably in the top 10, but it's not my favorite, but it's literally a masterpiece. Like... And before that, GTA 5, not my favorite, but you know what you're getting. You're getting an amazing value for how much money you're spending. So I don't care how long they take. They can take as long as they want. But with Bethesda, I think the difference is that I don't know what I'm gonna get now. You know what I mean? Like Rockstar, unless they just shit the bed for the first time in a long time, I guess. Like it's gonna be fine. GTA 6 is gonna be amazing. Probably one of the best games of all time. Whereas Elder Scrolls 6, we're gonna have to see. You know, which isn't necessarily bad, but it's also just not known. Cursed Tempering Damp Blood Gem. There we go. Increases stamina cost? 2.8%. That doesn't seem like a lot. Hopefully that's not a lot. Let's get loud. Let's get loud. Battle, 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 battle. Ooh. Yeah, big upgrades here. Big upgrades. Okay. So I think we're all good. We can get some bolt paper. What is this guy weak to? We can get both of them, I guess. Do do do. Do 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 do. Oh, I didn't want to spend that much. I thought there was a limit. Shit. Ah well. All right. Do you shoot this guy a lot? Kind of. Yeah, I think bullets are kind of worse here, so let's buy just a shit ton of bullets. Okay. Boo, boo, boo. Boo, boo, boo. GTA and Red Dead Redemption 2 are those games where I will say, even if they aren't your kind of games as a gamer, you still owe it to yourself to play. Yeah. Yeah, totally agree. I mean, those are typically the type of games that also have, like, a million... What's it called? You know, like turn on, like all the Sony games, you know, like turn on, enemies just hug you, there's no blood. Whatever those settings are, those are usually the type of games that have all that stuff. Because it's such a work of art, it's just like, yeah, if you don't want to play the game part, I mean, you should still experience it. But I'm not even like a big, like, Rockstar fanboy or anything, or GTA fanboy. There's just really nobody that does it like Rockstar, like, obviously. Hence their success. But yeah, as usual, I'd have to look at the list of upcoming games because I literally forget everything. My brain cannot think of things that are, you know, X amount of months away. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the DLC. Once you beat this, the DLC is beaten. And this guy is sick as hell. Also, look in the moon. It looks like the Astral Clock Tower, which once again is on my arm as a tattoo, which is so cool. Earlier in the DLC, we saw the Astral Clock Tower. Love this boss. Love this area, kind of like shipwrecked zone. So cool. Love the lore, too. Cool lore. So, we basically just got to practice him. Like I said, I don't think he's going to be as bad as Lawrence, but naturally, he is harder than Lawrence. This is probably the hardest boss in the game, but that's like first playthrough, second playthrough type stuff. So, let's go. Let's get it started. In here. Ear, ear. Ear, ear, ear. Ear, ear. forgot about that. It's gonna be okay, buddy. It's gonna be okay. It's the Orphan, of course. All right. How do I fight you? It's been a long time. Whoop! I love his animations. They're so cool. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Whoop! That one hurts. I think it's the jump that you can heavily punish. Big old swing. Double spin. Where did that bullet go? That thing went so wide. Throw, and then he pops it out of the ground. Remember that. Okay, big deliberate swings. Oh yeah, I remember this one tree right here is so annoying. Like constantly clips the camera. Double swing. He like jumps over you, and then you can like you can charge up in R2. I remember is the big thing. He does two there. Whoop! Over the head, and another one. Bum 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 bum. What you got? What you got? Whoop. So that one you got to see. Ooh. Do the jump. Do the jump. Yeah, here. Shit. Oh my god, I like rolled into him. He's like skinny too. So that jump when he jumps over you, you can charge up an R2 like right here. Oh man, that's too slow though. Good damage though. So I wonder, should we parry or should we just go damage-wise? One, two, but he goes in immediately. Oh yeah, you can, yeah, oh my god. Yeah, you can parry him pretty easily, just like that. That's what I remember. Like, the first phase isn't even really that bad at all. Because you can just parry him for so many attacks. Like right there. Bam! Zam! And I wonder if we can follow it up with a jump attack like Maria. Whoop! Whoop! Yeah, his first phase is fine. I mean, this is kind of what I expected. It's really just that second phase that gets crazy. Oh, that was close. So we can probably get him down when he jumps like that if we have the one-handed. He only has one health bar, right? Holy shit. Feels like way easier than I remember. Okay, here he goes. Now this part I'm going to have to practice. Oh god, I forgot about that. Oh my god, that's right. I forgot about that move. Is that the lightning? Okay, that's the lightning. What? We got him with that? Holy shit. I cannot believe that actually landed. Whoop. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, totally doable. The only problem is he's got so many attacks to remember. There's quite a lot of them. So boom, 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 boom. Phase 2, the orphan will bite into the placenta-like weapon and transform, become slightly larger and gains a new set of moves as well as keeping and enhancing some previous ones. It is far more mobile, making it harder to keep track of and stay in control. The Orphan of Cause is a highly aggressive mobile boss, especially in Phase 2, and can also attack from a distance. Be ready for leaps and ranged attacks. Stay close to his left side, your right. Stay close to... Okay, that's weird, because I usually go to the left. Mid-range is dangerous and hard to avoid, so sticking to his left is safest. Circle when attacking and close the gap quickly when he backs away. In Phase 2, dodging his jump attack creates an opening for free hits. Yep. Wait, Phase 2. You can parry him in both phases. The health restored by Blood Rupture runes is quadrupled, so focus on visceral attacks to heal and save your blood vials for Phase 2. The Augur of Abritus is effective when he jumps during the first phase. When he summons lightning by screeching, move quickly to the entrance of the arena, or watch where the bolt strikes causes corpse. The electricity radiates in waves from this point. You can roll or run between them. Okay. I thought you were supposed to run towards cause. Staying in the water makes dodging easier, but avoids standing near Cause's corpse throughout the fight. In Phase 2, after he creates a shockwave, he'll be stuck on the ground for a few seconds. Use this opportunity to heal, buff, or charge up a strong attack. He's immune to backstabs during this animation and the lightning screech, but timing a charged attack to land at the end of these moves can still score a backstab. The boss area for this fight is large, circular, and made up of two parts, the beach and the water. Don't be afraid to go out over the waters. You can't actually fall in, and it doesn't slow you down. I never knew that. The beach is sloped and uneven with a few wooden branches sticking out of the ground that you can get stuck on. Yep. The water area is flat and even provides a great amount of space. You run into an invisible wall that prevents you from going further, so be aware in Phase 1. You can easily run into his forward leaping attack and then turn around for a charge attack. Yep. An easy backstab plus a quick follow-up jab before he dodges away. Quick stepping or sprinting will carry you too far to attack him before he recovers. You can also bait his forward leaping attack consistently to quickly get through Phase 1. In Phase 1, he can be easily staggered by most heavier weapons. Oh. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Your windows here are his jumping attack combo, and slamming combo finishes. You can move in close to hug his back, but you must dodge against the vector of his weapon to give you the best chance of iframing, which alternates a lot, so make sure to keep your eye on him so you know where to dodge. Manage your spacing. Orphan is easily able to close the gap between you and it can also use ranged attacks. Orphan can perform an attack where he jumps up high and back, throws multiple placenta balls in a line, forming a horizontal line of explosions. You want to dodge out of this attack and be ready for him to do this 180 degrees from where he lands. Circular placenta ball AoE attack gets bigger. Varies up his placenta ball attack by jumping in the air and throwing multiple balls in a circular arc. You want to position yourself between but back from where the balls land so the vertical waves that come at you don't hit you. Avoid being near. Causes corpse near this fight. Being near makes it more likely that Orphan will scream, summoning the damaging lightning. Covers a lot of ground very fast. Okay. Okay. So I guess what you're telling me is that we really just want to parry him, ultimately. Can't wait for the remake of Black Flag, because not only was it top 3 Assassin's Creed game ever, it's probably the best pirate game we have ever gotten, and that was just half the game they put into it, really. Yeah, I was surprised, because like when we played it for the first time on stream, I was like, you know what, it's probably really old at this point. I don't know if it's going to hold up that well, and then it ended up being, I think, my favorite. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Black Flag to this day, I think it's still my favorite. Which is tough to beat out Odyssey, because I really liked Odyssey, too. I can't even believe we finished that whole game. That game was like 50 years long. But yeah, I'll be excited for that. And I'm not a huge AC fan. I used to be. But it was one of those things where, you know, they started releasing a game like every single year, 2 games a year. And I'm like, okay. Can't keep up with this. I'm out. For that reason, I'm out. It's down the well. Oh, we didn't even go down there. But yeah, Black Flag, I remember loving. Like, that game is genuinely good. And I guess some people don't like the ship gameplay. But I loved the ship gameplay. I thought it was so fun. I remember you really digging into this boss the last time you played this game on stream. Yeah, that's what I was saying, is we were stuck with the... Moonlight Greatsword, because I think I just really wanted to use it. And then it was like... so bad. Like, our damage was bad. It was really, really bad. So I basically had to, like, learn this guy almost perfectly to just be able to finish the game, because we were, like, stuck. But, yeah, it shouldn't be that bad this time. Alright, so let's go for parries. And then we want to stay near the beginning, I guess, for when he does the lightning. Let's go, big boy. Right here, charge up an R2, but you gotta be fast. You gotta be quick. Whoa! I forgot he follows that up. Oh my god! Okay. Well, that, as they say, is that. Bow, 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 meow, 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 meow. Ya ba 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 ba, ya ba 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 ba, ya ba 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 ba, ya ba ba be ba ba. I keep forgetting where this goes. It's this way. Oh yeah, we should check that blood gem we just got, because it's a kin blood gem, and any great one is considered a kin. So if that's an upgrade, it'll be good against Orphan of Cause. Let's check this blood gem fortification. Where's that gem we just got? Wait, was that it? Bolt damp? Nope. What was that thing called? Might be over here. Nope. Lethal damp. Cursed kin hunter. Attack versus the kin up 26.7%, which would be Orphan of Cause, as far as I know. He is considered a kin. But I don't know if that's worth... Yeah, because we did just get this, right? So we lose... I mean, we lose like 90 damage if we get a 26.7... Yeah, I don't think it's even worth it, honestly. It may be. I don't really know how that stuff... How all that math checks out, but... I don't think I care. Let's go back to the lighthouse hut. Let's go back to the lighthouse hut. Now, brother, please. It's been too long, brother. How I wish to go back to the lighthouse hut. Oh, how I wish. Please, brother. Ba, 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 ba. All right. Now to begin the process of really getting Orphan of Cause down. So we're looking for the jump attacks, and we're also looking for just basically anything that we can parry. And then if I can get good at parrying his second phase, then we're good. Let's go, big boy. Whoop. You and me, Mr. Orphan of Cause. Yeah, that would be easy to parry right there. I think you can parry that, which would be really good. Dash forward, and then R2 here, but we were way too far. Yeah, I remember that attack right there is what I parried all the time, so I gotta look out for that one. Dash forward, charge an R2. You gotta be so fast. God, let me just hit you twice with that. So yeah, the over-the-head, very deliberate. That's what you want to parry, just like Maria with the over-the-shoulder. Overhead, very deliberate. Parry that. What he does is the jump immediately dash forward, charge an R2, because if you can whack him in the back, he'll go down for a visceral. And that should take phase 1 down pretty good. And then phase 2 is going to be the problem. Got to remember to reset this elevator, too. Phase 2 will be the problem. So how do we deal with phase 2? As soon as he starts getting down and shrieking, I have to remember to run back to the beginning. Which is gonna be hard to remember. Otherwise, just go for parries, I guess, and whenever he jumps and slams, just get behind him and deal some damage. Okay, let's try this again. Let's get it started, Orphan of Cause. So right here, dash forward, charge R2. We're way too far, though. Right here. Whoop! But this time, 1, 2. Back up. Dash forward. There. Okay, got him a stagger. The blood's on the ground. You just move away. If he throws it, you dash. Dash towards him here. God, hold on, dude. Oh my God. That first time we fought him. He's way better than this. Okay. Once more into the breach. You all the blame. Let's go, Mr. Cause. Or some say Causum. Man, we're just too far with that. I need to, like, get closer to him. I should just go for parries here, honestly. Oh, yeah, there we go. Great timing. All right, I'm going to try to jump attack here. Ha! Yeah! Whoop! That right there is what we want to see. Oh, and you can even hit him in the back. Oh, hold on, hold on! My God. How are we still alive? There we go. Beautiful. So close. Bam. How is that not a parry? What? There we go. That's what we want. Oh, right here. That's right. You can... Woo! Okay, that's what we want. Jumping attack. Probably too risky. Oh my God. So we could kill him literally right here. Like dashed into it and got stuck for a second. All right, I mean, honestly, yeah, this is a lot more doable than I thought. That's what I was saying. Like with Lawrence, he's just so unpredictable. I mean, not really unpredictable, just like so nonstop. Whereas this guy, yeah, if you get some good parries in that second phase, if you just attack him consistently when he's jumping, I think it's totally doable. I think we'll try to do a guide here. It's definitely not as clean as it could be, but looking at that, I'm like, I feel like that could get... We could get a really good fight if it's not super sloppy. We can at least get the intro done. So we'll go ahead and do that, and I'll see you guys afterwards. Ba, 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 ba. 1, 2, 3, exit. Hey, it's BGV, and welcome to another guide for Bloodborne in 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Orphan of Cause, one of the best From Software bosses ever made. This guy is so cool. He is the final boss of the Old Hunters DLC. He's very difficult. It's one of those bosses where, honestly, the first time you fight him, maybe the first 3 playthroughs you play of the game, extremely hard to beat. But then, I don't know, it's one of those things where like, once you really get him, he's not even as bad to me as, like, Lawrence or Ludwig. A lot of the time is even worse. Like, Orphan of Cause, he's very hard. He's very cool. He's just that, he's consistent. Like, you know what to look for. So, basically, there's 2 phases here. In the first phase, all we're going to do is kind of look for him to do the jumping forward attack. Now, if you get that down to where as soon as you see him jumping at you, you dash into him, and then you immediately charge an R2. If you get it down almost perfectly, you can swing your weapon in his back and cause him to visceral and then get some free damage. It's great. Also, he is super duper susceptible to a lot of parries. He'll always just do these big like swings with his placenta sickle, which I just realized is so sad that we are not able to use that weapon. And then you want to go for parries if you can. Outside of that, he just kind of goes crazy. He just jumps around the entire arena and just slams this thing down all the time. But he's super duper susceptible to parrying. So I would definitely recommend using either the beginning Hunter's Pistol or the Evelyn +10, which is what we're using here. Also the Whirligig Saw +10, which kind of sucks for this fight because it's too big and slow. So I'm going to use the one-handed mace version of it. And then when you get him down to what feels like about 40% HP or maybe 45 or lower, he's going to slam his weapon down and then grow wings and go into phase 2. And in this phase, he is just extremely aggressive. His moves all get powered up. Similar ideas, but he's so much faster now. And then the thing that he'll do is he will scream. He'll go, ah! And then lightning will strike the body of Cause that he came out of. And then what you want to do is you want to run back towards this entrance right here. If you run back, you can see the waves of lightning coming towards you, and you can basically dodge them. So you definitely want to kind of hover near the beginning, hover near the entrance here, just because in that second phase, you will get destroyed. The lightning deals so much damage, so you basically have to stay around here so that you can avoid it. And that's pretty much it. He's super susceptible to parries in the second phase as well. So if you get a really good parry, or if you're lucky enough to get a charged R2 when he kind of slams down, I should say that too. When he jumps and attacks, super open to at least 1 or 2 attacks. So great time to hit him there. So honestly, again, a Bloodborne type of boss that's super, super duper aggressive and scary on the surface. But if you realize you can turn that aggression against him, not nearly as bad. So let's go ahead and guide him. Here we go. Wish me luck. Alrighty, so there is the Orphan of Cause. By the way, these trees over here are really annoying because they'll stick you up all of the time. So what we're looking for is for him to jump towards me, and if he does that, I'm going to dash near him. And right here, no, not right there, but right here. So most of his attacks, you can immediately follow up with your own attack. And again, all of this stuff, you can parry as well. So just keep that in mind. If you get good at the animation times, like right here, see that? I knew that was coming. I think we're too far, though. Yep. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. So if you get good at the timing, you can really just kind of mess him up a lot of the time because he has such deliberate attacks. So I want to see when he jumps towards me. He's going to do 2 swings. The second swing has a massive range there, by the way. I want him to jump towards me so I can show you what that looks like. But he's not really wanting to do it. But we'll go for some parries here as well. He does one specific attack over his head that is very slow and deliberate. So right here. So dash towards him, charging R2. And unfortunately, ooh, that was bad. The way he turned there kind of ruined that entire thing. But if you can land that, you can deal massive damage on him. So we're going to dash into him here. And we're going to dash away. We're going to watch him and see if he does that over the head. Very deliberate. Nope. Dash towards him. Charging R2. Right there. Boom. That's exactly what I was talking about. And you can even go further and do like a jumping attack at the end of this. That's unfortunate. Okay. So we're going to keep watching him here. Now, when he picks something out of his placenta, he's either going to do the AoE, just simply walk back or roll it, or he's going to throw it at you, in which case you want to dash it at the last second. There's the jump again. Okay. And, ooh, you don't want to get double hit by that. You'll literally just die. All right, we're going to heal here. All right, so he's picking it out, and he's going to throw it at me. Just dash it last second. No big deal. Jumping towards me, but we're way too far. So again, let's watch what he does. What we want to see is the over-the-head swing. We have not seen it yet. It's very slow. Because if he does that, I keep dashing to the opposite side of where I should dash for that attack because it'll hit you on that back end there. So rotation 1. We're going to dash the rotation 2. Come on, do the over-the-head very slow thing. I want to show people what I'm talking about. He's not doing it, even if it looks like he may be doing it. So I'm going to hit him a couple of times here. Dash at the last second. So you can see it's a lot of basically just trading blows. You know, he'll do a lot of attacks, but then he'll be open to an attack as well. Come on, do the over-the-head thing. Just one. All right, dashing towards him, charging in R2. And unfortunately, I think we were off by a pixel, so we didn't get that visceral. Okay, come on. Over the head, man. He's just not doing it. You can stagger him, too, right there, as you can see. Come on, over the head. Yeah, so he does this very, like, slow over-the-head attack that you can parry quite easily if you get the timing down. But again, he's just not really wanting to do it. And that's fine. We don't want to pressure him, you know? It's fine if he doesn't do it. Whatever. So rotation 1, rotation 2, just backing up. All right. Just baiting out an attack to see what he does. Again, all this stuff you can parry, basically. I just really want to see that one attack that he won't do. Come on, man. Do the one attack. Come on, man. Okay, picking something out. We're just looking on the ground. Okay, gonna roll. Ooh, I was gonna say, yeah, he's gonna hit me there. Oh, boy. Hold on. Oh, my God. Was not ready for that combo. Okay, let's get behind him. I'm gonna heal up. Okay, we'll roll that. Let's get some space here. I just really want to show you it because I want to show you how you can punish it, but oh my God. What just happened to me? What the hell? The combo of that stupid attack into that. Gross. What's up, Ryan Webb? That was gross. Ew. So we got the... Okay, so let's get the intro at least. Bum bum ba po pa pee. What's up, Bezatron? How's it going? Just beat the wet nurse. Where should I go now? Should I do the final boss or try some other side bosses? So, after you beat the wet nurse, you're in the end game. If I don't want to ruin, like, the end of the game for you, but basically, if you go back to the Hunter's Dream, things will be quite different. And then if you do everything there, that's the end of the game. So anything else you want to do, you have to do before that. So if you have not done the DLC, I would look it up because it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing to start it. If you don't know how to activate the DLC, if you have the DLC, definitely make sure you do every single thing that you want to do before you go back to the Hunter's Dream and do everything there. Because once you do that, it is over. You can still go back. You can still level up. You can still buy stuff and whatever. But once you know, finish the game there, it immediately puts you into New Game Plus. So yeah, I would say if you haven't done the DLC, do that, and then just look up a list of bosses and make sure you've done all of them. And if you want to do the Chalice dungeons, do that too, although it's a lot of grindy, boring stuff. And then when you're ready, go back to the Hunter's Dream and do the thing. All right, we're going to try to guide him again. Let's do it. Let's be a little faster this time too. All right, so here is the Orphan of Kawas. Now, honestly, you can bully this guy quite a bit in Phase 1. When he jumps towards you, immediately dash towards him and try to get a charged R2 on him just like that. If you time it right, you can get a free parry on, or you can get a free visceral on him when he does that. So you love to see him dash towards you. It's basically just free. And outside of that, we're just looking for... So right here, dash towards him, charge an R2. And we didn't get, unfortunately. If he turns like that... Oof, yeah, that one's really hard because he drags the weapon. Okay, dash towards him. Oh, my God. I swear, man, as soon as I hit record, it's just like, okay, now 15 things you've never seen once are going to happen now. Like, what was that? Disgusting. Yo, thanks for the follow, by the way. 'Cause it's a bittersweet finishing the game, that's right. Seeing the Hunter's Dream now and don't have the DLC. Ah, the DLC is so good. Just want to get the platinum, so I want to get everything done and do some save glitches to get all the glitches. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but if I remember right, you do need to do the Chalice Dungeon stuff to get the platinum, which is a pain, because the Chalice Dungeon stuff... There's some interesting bosses. There's some unique bosses. But, yeah, it's basically a huge grind fest with procedurally generated content. But, yeah, if you can get the DLC, I definitely recommend it. It's honestly some of the best content in Bloodborne. But, yeah, no worries. All right, let's try this again. Let's try it again. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, and here is the Orphan of Kawas. So, honestly, in the first phase, you can bully him quite a bit. What we want to see is him dash towards us, and as soon as he does that, not that dash, I actually messed up my own brain. Oh, right here. So, when he does this, dash towards him, yeah, that's exactly what you want to see. If you dash into him, and if you immediately turn around and hold an R2, you can basically just get a free visceral. It's so nice. Now, outside of that, we're just looking to parry him. Oh, my bullet went way wide. That would have been a great parry right there. So, again, dashing towards me. Gonna charge an R2. Ooh, can't believe we landed that. So, yeah, outside of that, we're just looking for parries. Honestly, like I said, if you get the timing... Right here. Bam! Oh, my God. It's literally the worst feeling in Bloodborne ever. Is when you land a parry, but it's like as soon as you get hit. So yeah, that attack right there is exactly what we want to look for, because it's very slow and deliberate and easy to parry. So again, dashing towards me. Oh my God. This being so weird. All right, let's get one hit in at least and back away. Okay, come on, man. Give me some normal stuff here. This is getting odd. All right, let's back up, and whenever he pulls a thing out of his placenta, just simply back away. If he's throwing it at you, dash at the last second. Like this right here. We're going to dash last second. My voice totally didn't crack there. Whoop! Gonna roll him to that. Hit him once. Back up. It's a lot of basically trading blows because he's super aggressive. Dash towards him. Charge an R2. Ooh, we're just missing the angle by a tiny little bit. Otherwise, we would be getting those viscerals. Okay, so he's gonna do a double swing here. You can parry this, I believe, but it's a little tricky. I usually tend to just walk backwards because you won't get hit by it. All right, so again, double swing, 1 and a 2. You kind of want to dash the last one just to make sure you don't get hit by it. It does have a massive range, honestly. And parry. There we go. Beautiful. Knew that was coming. I'm going to try to do a jumping attack on him, too, after I move up a little bit. Might be a little greedy. Yeah, that one was greedy. Oh, God. Ooh, hold on, sir. Sorry. And that's why it's greedy, because you can just get comboed into stuff. All right, so let's reorient here. Grab this for no reason, but I'm going to watch him now. So double swing. Swing 1. Swing 2. No big deal. Whatever. And just looking for something to parry or looking for him to dash towards me. Parry that. Okay, and parry. Oh, that was like a millisecond off. So we're going to roll that. We're going to watch him here. Dash towards him. Charge up in R2. Oh, come on. I want the visceral so bad. It's so satisfying when that happens. Okay, dashing that last second. A lot of drag swing attacks, as you can see here. Okay, 1. Again, this is easy to parry as well. I'm just waiting for the big stuff, just like Lady Maria. And roll that. You typically want to roll if you're close to him, just because you're not going to be able to see if it's the AoE or if it's the projectile. Okay, 1 swing, 2 swing, red swing, blue swing, and another double. 1, 2. Basically just watching for something I can definitely kind of counter here. 1, 2, okay. We're going to roll that. Hit him once, back up. Okay, he's going to have a little bit of a tantrum here. We're going to give him his space. All right, a couple more. He's doing a lot of normal swings. We want to see the jump, and we want to see the deliberate over-the-head swing as well. Right here. Bam. Beautiful. All right. So he's going to be entering phase 2 here in a second. We got to be ready. This phase is honestly not that big of a deal compared to what phase 2 brings. And honestly, so right here. All right, he's in phase 2. I'm going to run towards him and hit him once there. And now we got to be very, very careful. So what we're looking for here is we're looking for parries. And we're looking for jump attacks. If he jump attacks, like straight up, and also like this, you can usually get a hit in or 2. And that's honestly what we're looking for in order to deal some damage. All of this is parryable, by the way. So right here, jump attack. I think I'm a little too far from him, unfortunately. Now you got to be ready for him to scream as well. That has a bigger AoE, by the way. So we got to be ready for him to swing. Or scream, sorry. It's hard to talk when you got to fight for your life here. Okay, and roll. Gonna hit him once. We're gonna roll. Oof. We're gonna roll again. It's hard to tell what's happening with the camera. Okay, we're backing up. Oh my god, wall, please. Jeez, wall just appears at the worst possible time. Roll into him. Attack him once. Okay, roll again. Attack him again. And again. Beautiful. Now he's screaming. I'm gonna charge in R2. And then I'm going to look towards the coast, and I'm looking to dodge the lightning waves. Hard to tell there what was happening. Okay. He's going to jump it. What the hell? Okay, so right here again. I'm going to charge in R2. Ooh, we just missed the timing there. Oh, not good. Got greedy because I wanted the visceral. Okay, roll that. Roll that. And he's kind of in the wall, so I'm going to let him chill for a second. Okay. Bigger AoE, no big deal. Roll that. You can see we're just rolling a lot of his jumping attacks. Giving him space. Okay, once again, we're going to go near the start of the entrance here. And we're just looking to roll the lightning wave. Okay, we're going to roll that. He's going to jump up again. We're going to roll that. We're going to look for him. Bam, bam. Beautiful. All right. Oh, if that was a parry. Oh, that would have been so sick. Oh, boy. Oh. Man, it sucks when it's like such a good fight and then just like one thing and you get comboed from 100 HP to 0 HP. It sucks when it's like so clean otherwise. If we just got that parry right there, that like, would have been an entirely different fight. Oh man, that was good though. Just sucks like losing my voice. That was good otherwise. Bow, 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 bow. That's so annoying. Bloodborne is my second Souls-like game now. I completed Elden Ring and tried Bloodborne a few years back and got put off of it because I was a bad gamer. Love these Souls games, though. What's your favorite? You're not a bad gamer. I mean, trust me. These games are just hard. That's really what it comes down to. Like, when I first started with Dark Souls 1, like, I was dying every 3 seconds. Bloodborne, same exact thing. Anyways, what's my favorite? It's a tough question. Like, I always want to say Bloodborne, but I just think Elden Ring and Dark Souls 3 are stronger in certain areas. Bloodborne's pretty close to Dark Souls 3. Like, they're pretty close quality-wise. Every time I play Bloodborne, I honestly get a bigger and bigger affinity for it. What's my favorite? I think last time I said Elden Ring, but honestly it changes by the day. My gut just wants to say Bloodborne. It's crazy. I don't know. I feel like Elden Ring has better stuff, and it's obviously much bigger of a game, but... Like, I think Elden Ring's the better game, but I guess I would just say Bloodborne. I honestly think Bloodborne's my favorite at this point in time. Yeah, that one was good. It was a good one there. Yeah, I think we can get it. I just don't want to lose my voice, basically. All right, let's try it again. For anybody watching that doesn't know what's going on, basically just guiding this game for like modern new takes on the game. So, hoping to get a good run here. Yo, thank you, Bezatron. It was Bezatron. All right, let's really focus. Let's get in the zone. Auto zone. Here we go. Ba ba bo ba bo. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is Orphan of Cause. Now, in the first phase here, we're basically just going to bully him. If you know his moveset, you can basically just look for certain things and react accordingly. This is going to be a double swing, 1 and then 2. The second one has a much bigger range. I kind of just give him space when he does that, but you can parry it, FYI. You can parry these attacks here as well. But what we want to see is this right here. Whenever he does that, immediately dash towards him, and then charge an R2 just like that. If you get the angle right, you will get a free visceral, and it feels so good. We're way too far to be able to do that there, so I immediately backed off. And then the other thing that we're looking for is he will do an over-the-head swing. Ooh, give it to me. Yeah, there we go. So if you hear that noise, charge that R2 and immediately hit him in the back. We're going to do a jumping attack here as well. And that's a little greedy, but I don't mind it. When he does that, just simply walk away. That AoE doesn't hit you unless you're like literally right in the middle of it. Okay, we're going to roll that backwards. I say roll, but I mean dash. You know what I mean. He's going to do a double swing here. You can parry this, I do believe. But again, I kind of just give him his space there. And yeah, he does a very deliberate over-the-head swing some of the time. And we want to parry that if we see it. But so far, no such dice. Okay, when he jumps, simply dash towards him, and then charge an R2. And you can see that, just free damage, and then if it triggers the Visceral, you are so good. Okay, we're going to mistime that by a second. All right, let's back up a little bit. He's kind of rushing me here, so I'm going to make sure he's going to do an attack. And we're going to get back over this way. We're going to have a proper spacing as well. Okay, just normal attack there. Again, you can parry that. But I'm looking for a specific attack that he just ain't doing. I want to see that specific attack. Okay, when he does that, I'm going to hit him once. Back up here. Back up. Come on, do the over-the-head attack. Sometimes he just won't do it. Normal attack. When I hit him here, beautiful. So, I got tired, and I was like, all right, well, we'll just parry you when you do this then. I'm going to hit him with a jumping attack, too, just because I'm feeling ballsy. He just totally whiffed that. Okay, just keep backing up for the double swing. Sometimes I'll do a back attack, which is no big deal. Another double swing. Keep in mind, you can apply Bolt Paper and whatever here if you wish. I think Bolt is better against this boss if I remember correctly. Okay. Normal attack. Come on, do the over-the-head thing. There it is. Bam. So that right there is exactly what we want to see. Now I'm going to do a jumping attack here. I'm going to move forward a little bit. Okay, and we're going to back up. Now, ooh, now we're at the risk. Oh, boy. Hold on. Dashboard. Okay, then do a charged R2. I think we're just out of range. Nope, we actually hit him. Whew. Okay, that was a little scary. So now, he is going to try to transform into phase 2 any second now. So what we really want to do is get him as low as possible going into phase 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for him to jump towards me and try to get a visceral. That's what we really, really want. Because I know he's basically like one hit. He's about to go into phase 2. So I'm just looking for that jump forward attack. Come on. No, that's not what I want. You know what I want, Orphan of Cause. Do the jump forward attack. Come on now. No, we talked about this. You have to do the jump forward attack. See, I'm basically just trying to take him to phase 2 as low as possible because phase 2 is way harder. Again, just don't stand anywhere near that. You're good. Come on. We can also just parry him, because I'm getting bored now. Okay, just a whole lot of swings. You tire me, orphan. You tire me. Another little globule. If he throws it towards you, just dash at the last second. Come on, do the jump towards me. Come on. You just ain't doing it. All right. I'll take whatever at this point, honestly. And nope, didn't follow it up. Okay, that's fine again. Just going to walk out of it. Just waiting for him to do something that I could parry. 1 and a 2. Come on. Do one of the... Okay, roll that. Yeah, I was going to say he's going to hit me on that backswing because I'm too close to it. Okay, and here it comes. So, dash forward, charge in R2. Bam! Unfortunately, did not hit the visceral, which really sucks because I guarantee we actually might have another chance. All right, so I'm going to dash forward again. I think we're out of range. Yep. So, again, I'm specifically trying to trigger that visceral before he goes into phase 2, just because I know it'll deal some good damage. And I know as soon as we hit him 1 or 2 more times, he's going to go right into that phase 2. Going to dash that. Come on. Jump towards me, buddy. Come on. Or if he does the deliberate over-the-head thing. Okay, I'm going to hit him once here. Oof. Okay. And let's see what he does. So here we go. All right, phase 2. I'm running immediately towards him here, and I'm going to charge in R2. I do believe you can trigger a visceral there if you time it correctly. However, it's extremely hard. Now, keep in mind, during this entire phase 2, you can parry him with most of his attacks as well. So he's going to jump towards me here. Okay, we're going to watch him if we're close to him. Okay, just barely mistimed that parry. That would have been great. And yeah, it's the type of thing where he is going to be extremely aggressive, but if you time your parries right, you can get some big damage on him. So, when he screams like this, immediately look towards the coast and dodge the incoming lightning strikes. Here they come. You do not want to get hit by that. If you get hit by the lightning strikes, you will take massive damage. Oh, I thought that was a parry. I thought that was a parry for sure. All right. So, as you can see, I'm basically trying to be aggressive. I'm looking for a good opportunity. Right there. Bam. Yes. How was that not a visceral? Excuse me? Okay. So I'm being kind of aggressive here, looking to fish for parries. Right there. Boom. There we go. All right. And you can see my aggression is being rewarded. Okay, let's watch him. Okay. Let's back up a little bit and heal once. Ooh, hold on, sir. Jeez Louise. All right, let's heal. Okay, when he throws the stuff, just back away, and then back away when he jumps over you just like that. All right, now... Beautiful parry. All right, and we're going to heal some HP there, too. No, we're not. Just kidding, so I'm going to heal because I don't have that rune. All right, it's going pretty well here. Now we're going to roll into him here. And we're going to roll for that last jump, and I'm going to hit him twice here to restore some HP. Now, one more parry will basically do the trick. Dashing backwards here, going to heal to full. Okay. He's going to jump a whole lot. We're going to get out of the pattern. And now he's screaming again, so I'm immediately looking at the beach and making sure that I have a safe spot. Okay, he's chasing me. Whoop. All right, now we want to look for one more parry. No, I thought that... Come on, how is that not a parry? All right, we're going to roll into him here. He's going to jump again. Sometimes he does. Whew. All right, he's going to dash into me. Man, there's so much stuff happening. All right, let's heal again. Again, one more parry will do the trick. That AoE is bigger now, by the way. All right, he's going to dash at me here. And if he jumps again, usually he jumps twice. Okay, I'm going to dash to the left. And just looking for that one last parry that will seal the deal. Come on, give it to me. Whoop! Okay. Dashing into him. I cannot believe that actually hit me. Let's heal again. Now we're going to look towards the beach here. Look for our pattern to dodge through. We're going to watch him. We just need one good parry. Oh, my God. Okay, he's making me fight for it. Let's back up a little bit. And we're going to roll. Oh, my God. Thought I definitely rolled into him there. All right, let's hit him twice. Yeah, this one's coming down to the wire. Ooh. Okay. Holy freaking crap. All right, one more will do it. I was going to say, I think that's it. Jeez Louise. Yeah, he made me fight for that. He made me fight for that near the end there. Whew. Prey slaughtered. All right. Not nearly as clean as I would like that ending to be, because that got really out of hand, but welcome to Bloodborne. We also get the cause parasite there, too. Okay, a lot to talk about and digest here. So that first phase, honestly, if you know what to look for, you can kind of just bully him because, again, when he does the over-the-head deliberate slam, parry him. When he does any sort of normal attack, you can parry him as well, even the double swoops. But the real big thing you're looking for is when he jumps at you, immediately dash towards him, turn around, charge an R2, and if you get the angle just right, you can trigger that visceral. And basically with the combination of that and the parries, you could just destroy him. He doesn't really have a lot, honestly, as long as you're not getting caught up by his random attacks. The second phase is really what this boils down to if you get that first phase practiced. The second phase is really the only thing that's truly, truly hard, like once you get, you know, the practice under your belt. But just keep in mind, you can parry him that entire time too. And if you've played a lot of Bloodborne, you'll really get the parry timing down. Otherwise, it will seem extremely hard. However, yeah, it's totally doable. Just know when he's running at you, he's probably going to do like a diagonal cut. And if you just time it, boop, you can just deal massive damage to him. Also, if you time his certain animations, like when he's screaming or when he first turns into phase 2, you can get viscerals, I do believe. I'm not sure about the transformation, but at least the scream. If you kind of wait for the whole animation to play out, you could charge an R2 and then trigger a visceral as well. And then outside of that, that second phase that we just saw there was really bad, and that's because he didn't do a lot of jump and then slams. That's kind of the easiest thing to use against him. Whenever he does a lot of super high jumps and slams or just a couple of back-to-back jumps, as long as you're staying behind him and hitting him a whole bunch, you'll basically just whittle him down. But he didn't really do that. He was much more just running at me and kind of like going crazy at me, which is better for parries. But yeah, I definitely practiced this more to where he was jumping, landing, and then I was swinging at his back. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Orphan of Cause. Very difficult, but again, another Bloodborne boss where if you use their own aggression against them, not as bad as you would think. Hope that guide helped. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Bow, bow, boo, bow, boo, ya, bow, boo, bow, boo, ya, bow, boo, bow, boo, ha, ba, da, 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 da. Okay, not as clean as I would like in the end there, but the rest of the fight was pretty good, so I'll keep it. Ba-bee, ba, 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 ba. All right. Yeah, we kind of we really lost the plot near the very end of it, but I think we showed enough of all the stuff, so I think it was good. Oh, I forgot to mention the lightning thing again, but he did it like 3 times. All right, so if you don't know, you don't have to do this, but what you want to do is destroy this thing. I don't even know what it is lore-wise. It's very odd. This is Cause, this thing here, who's filled with parasites, who birthed the Orphan of Cause. Now, you actually want to hit this thing right here, because you get a cutscene, which a lot of people don't even know, because it's kind of just there, you know? It's hard to see, kind of. I think we get a cutscene, right? Yeah. DLC defeated.
Ah, sweet child of Cause, returned to the ocean. A bottomless curse, a bottomless sea, accepting of all that there is and can be.
Beautiful. Okay, it's 60,000 runes, which feels really funny. That's like such a low amount right now. All right, so that's the DLC, ladies and gentlemen. Again, one of the best DLCs, honestly, from Software. I love this DLC. It's honestly so fun going through every time. So all that we have is literally 2 bosses left, and they are right there. One, yeah, I won't spoil it. We'll do it next stream. But 2 bosses remain, and they're definitely a lot easier than the DLC stuff. The DLC was like kind of that extra challenge, you know. So we should be able to do both in the next stream. Maybe even some Pokopia combination stream, I would think. So let's go strength here. And then we will be done guiding Bloodborne, ladies and gentlemen. So I think, yeah, 1 more stream remains. Ba 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 ba, ya ba be ba ba. Epic. Yeah, I love the Orphan Cause. It's funny because I think Ludwig is harder, honestly, and I think Lawrence is definitely harder than Orphan. But the first time I played this game, I think Orphan was the one that really really put me through my paces for like the longest time. But then once you know his little tricks, a lot of these games is very psychological because you see that they're so aggressive, you see that they're so dangerous, and you just like freak out because you're like, well, I'm gonna die. But like, yeah, with Bloodborne especially, if you just know when to parry, man, you can really slap a lot of these bosses in the faces. Honestly, yeah, I love Pokopia. It's been too long. We gotta stream some more of it. What a great game, and that game has done super well currently too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will end the stream here. Thus ends our Bloodborne adventures for the day. God, 3 hours? Holy shit. That felt like literally a 1.5 hour stream. Okay, so next time that I'll be streaming, I do not know. Currently, there's a lot of VA stuff behind the scenes, and we got a lot of stuff, like our weekend's going to be busy too. So if I had to guess, it'd probably be Sunday or Monday. So just keep an eye out. Again, 9 a.m. in the mornings Mountain Time, or 2 or 3 p.m. in the afternoons Mountain Time. Most likely Sunday or Monday. Yeah, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Thanks again, Tweenerlegs, Josh, and Maximilian. Your name is tricky. Maximilianitics. Why does this hurt so bad? I feel like I'm bruised there. Thanks y'all so much for the support. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye.